You know, it's called Slept On 5, but in reality, it's actually Stepped On or Slept On 6. Because yesterday, I managed to stream for almost 7 hours, while 6 of those hours, where it says looking for a game to capture, was completely black. Because I forgot to switch the game input over from manually trying to pick up Total War to I forgot to change it from that to the next game I was playing. So now I have it set to auto, so it should just pick up any game that I put on. Right there, right there is my second monitor. I got this set up yesterday. I wish you could have seen the process. It was glorious. But I was so happy. So now you guys can see what I look like, what I'm seeing over there. Oh, my bad. I'm being a fat fuck right now. Yeah, I drink the crumbs. Anyway. So, since there's no context, what I was doing yesterday was I was doing a new format where I get to be as lazy as I possibly can. Excuse me. By showing you guys what I typically do. I figure when I die, outside of having a memoir, I could just have a catalog of what it looks like for like my typical day. My hobby. This is my hobby, bro. This is what I like doing. I like playing video games and watching like YouTube on the side, that be informative or not. And yeah, so I was like, why not just catalog, myself, my personality and stuff. If I like, it's not even about views or making money off this stuff. It's honestly just about like almost like a video diary, so I can remember like what kind of person I was. That'd be for better or worse. Hopefully the former. But yeah. So there's not gonna be like a central theme or anything. It's just gonna be like a general thing of like what I don't know. I'm gonna do a live thing. YouTube allows me to post this shit, whatever. But it's not for a broad audience. It's for a really niche audience, for my audience, my friends or family. I don't expect to really be famous or make it big or make money or anything off that stuff. I genuinely just really like playing video games. And I figured, man, I play them so much and I can easily just record it. Why don't I just do that? So here we are. So what I'm going to do is stop being meta. Now I'm just going to embrace myself. Now I got to work on getting more comfortable in front of this camera so I can be more natural. All right, let's see if everything's working first before I go black for 6 hours again. Oh my God. I love hearing more shit on Fresh and Fit, bro. I fucking hate alpha male kind of guys. It's not because I'm liberal, and I definitely ain't conservative, dude. I call myself more of a centrist, and I feel like yin and yang shit. Being on the center is the best place to be, not because of indecisive attitude, but because both sides are not all right. Like, it is nothing in this world is black and white. And if you draw the most complicated aspect of our government, which is politics, to being just black and white, then you're a fucking retard, because there's way more depth to any of the topics that they cover. But so I'm gonna get that started, and then I'm gonna get my game loaded up, because I was working on a build last night. I was working on actually a lot of builds last night for Dark Tide, but you guys don't get to see that. You could hear it if I ever put the upload on, but it's gonna be a black fucking screen the whole time, sadly. All right, Oblivion. Man, I should. You know what? I'll download it. Yeah. Because I just want to see it on my PC, because it looks all right on the Xbox. Series S is horrible, though, dude. Dude, the Series S processing power is so bad that I knew Dark Tide was a good game. and it looked beautiful, but I just knew that my hardware was so limited, and it made me buy a fucking PC. And ever since then, best investment I've made so far is buying a fucking computer, bro, like an actual gaming computer, and getting that shit set up. What the fuck's going on here? My audio interface is gonna fall off. Back up. Damn, how many cups do I got up here? Holy shit, my lazy ass. All right.
The blast from the past.
What's today's topic?
Today's topic.
Again!
We haven't talked about our boys over on Fresh and Fit for a hot minute. It's been a minute.
I was enjoying
Fuck those niggas, bro.
But you know what happened recently? They admitted they lied, and they admitted we were right.
That happened.
That happened.
Roll the clip.
Oh man,
It's not true.
It's not true?
nope.
Now, do you remember what we argued about with them when we first started this whole thing? What is the genesis?
The genesis of the thing was really just
You was gonna take one bitch, and then you gonna take the next bitch.
No, that was right after.
Okay,
all
my
right?
bad. I got the timeline wrong.
All right.
That's just one of my favorite lines.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one bitch. Yo, I was so livid.
And I'll beat both y'all niggas up too. If we really want to talk about that, you guys want to fucking box? I'll box both you motherfuckers too.
Next week I'll be there. I take one bitch, then I take the other one.
Yo, stop fucking playing with my trauma,
Your
nigga.
trauma, right?
Oh no, that's just
You
way back.
good.
That's
You
just
got a bathrobe
that's just
and a
back-
sleek haircut.
That's just back when. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take one. Yo,
That was a bar. That's when I think people realized what was behind the eyes.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's when people realize. You know when someone stares at you, but you just know back here there's just like there's darkness. They just saw the darkness back there.
But
okay.
the genesis of the thing was twin sister.
Broom in a dustpan.
That's
Fresh and bitch.
That's
Fresh and fraud.
that's another one.
Okay.
No, but for real, the genesis of the thing. If we talk, I know what you want to talk about, but there's a genesis before, right? The genesis before is that when you went on their podcast and I was there, and then we talk about it, and I didn't know these guys.
Gotcha.
You knew these guys, right? Well, you knew about them.
Share.
You know what I mean? The
No, they're
reason
just
why
giving
you went
context to their beef,
You
'cause
went
I
on, and I
follow
didn't
this shit
know
for a while.
they existed. It's not
Fuck
even
is that?
because I'm better than
Oh,
that. No, it's just I don't.
That big baby down
roam
there?
the
What's Boss
internet
Baby
that,
doing down
and
there?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
even
that's coming on
existed.
next.
So when you went there, and I was on, I was there, but remotely. I thought that shit was so corny. One thing that happened was that they asked me a question, I was answering it, and then they just cut me off and went into some shit with balaclavas and so just to promote some shit on Patreon. I was like, well, we're gonna act like this never happened. Anyways, fast forward a couple of months after, you play a clip again of these dudes and you're like, oh, this is what they're saying, and they're talking about ex-workers, and they're talking about
Escorts, yeah.
if you use them, then nobody that's really like a high value man or someone that really has money or really they don't use that. And
But yeah, essentially the genesis was we had a disagreement. We said, hey, for some people, it makes sense for them to pay for escorts.
Yes, it
we
does.
understand why they pay, and they're like, no, you shouldn't pay. It's stupid to pay.
And so we came up with a couple of reasons. Some of the bigger ones was the girl's not going to respect you on the same level. You're not going to get that genuine desire bedroom fun.
No.
oh, but what we said furthermore, we said if that's what you claim, then you really do not know what you're talking about in terms of that.
Yeah.
But once again, that girl's only there for the money, so there's no respect.
Who cares? If you're only there for the sex, let's not make it sound like
Yeah, honestly,
wanting to bang a girl.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not an advocate for prostitution,
Who
but
cares?
I
And that's what we
understand.
said. And then they got pissed.
All right, here we go.
She even said it in the text. You were fucking other girls, nigga, duh.
Yeah.
So when they say, "Oh, fresh,"
That guy right there is a fucking
smashing the
cup
hoe,
too.
It was fun, and I just ended it. She got mad, made a phone call.
The
Oh,
private
Got
thing was what
heartbroken by a
pissed her
whore.
off.
I'm pregnant. Da-da. Cool.
Oh, she thought she was like
She thought she looked up.
running game.
But she don't.
Yeah.
But she don't know how to roll.
okay.
And here's the other thing too, because a lot of people were saying like
Everybody
fresh is paying for
clapped.
pussy and all this other shit. In my head, I'm like, okay, if he was paying her for pussy, she wouldn't have done all this shit.
Thank you,
Yeah.
bro.
Like she wouldn't have done all that. Like the fact that he didn't pay is why she was so angry.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Looking back now, I kind of wish I paid because it'd be way easier. No, it'd be funny here because
prostitutes sound very appealing when I think about this kind of environment.
I got friends.
This is why niggas pay, bro.
I got friends, bro. You know some of them. Somebody be on this podcast. Celebrities.
Well,
massive amount of money.
pay, you know.
You know, Kevo pays.
Hey, he's
But
opener.
guess what? He don't do none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
He pays them and then they leave. I, on the other hand, I'm just chilling, vibing, having a good time. They're like, oh, this guy's my dream guy. I'm gonna wife him up. No, you're not. But to their eyes, like, it's possible. The issue is, if I just paid, she'll just go away. You know?
Oh my God! 4 years later, stupid. Turns out all them fucking coconuts in Barbados done your head in, dummy. You done told you.
They took him for the long run, bro. They really finessed his ass, them.
Is of the whole downfall of the brand.
That they ain't got no more money for hoes.
The irony of the whole thing is 95% of their problems would disappear if they were just upfront and paid for these hoes.
Oh my God.
Think about all the damage to the brand, from Ling Ling to White Girl on a Boat to the black girl that...
Damage to property is punishable by death.
And you want to know the biggest irony?
The machine gods are not pleased.
Because you know what this guy was? He was a trick that
Breaking all the
pretended to
street
be a
lights.
boyfriend. He was the worst of both worlds, right? Because he just wanted to hook up with these hoes, which is okay. But he told them, I love you. You gonna be my wife. He was trying to do all that stuff. Meanwhile, you know he says he don't pay for box, but he was paying 50 bands for what? A bracelet. 10 bands for what? For girls' glasses. So there's an irony here where it's like, I don't want to pay. I want their soul. But then you kind of still pay. But then you also try to wipe them up. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you would have just done things the right way, maybe Fresh and Fit today would have been fine. Did I tell you they said it was going right? Didn't I tell you?
That's not exactly what they said.
But
This, oh my thing.
I told you you'd appreciate this, right?
No, it's just crazy.
And never forget, even though these guys claim they don't pay, buying a girl a 15K bracelet is paying. You're a trick.
Yeah.
If that's
Bitch,
not your
bring your
girl,
own
you just
fucking
buying her
money, dude.
bracelet,
I swear.
you're a trick. There's no difference.
I
between
swear,
that and someone
dude.
saying, here's 10 grand.
Yo, that's key one, bro. You with a girl, tell her bring her own fucking money, man. If she can't take care of herself, she's never gonna let her. She's never gonna take care of you.
Hey, if that's what you think,
Never gonna take care of you. I'm
is
telling you
about,
right now.
Then you don't know.
Difference
you don't
between
know how
men,
it really
women
is.
and girls,
You do
bro.
not. You claim you know all these high value men and stuff like that. Then you don't know how they function because they do use the services. Oh my!
Okay, we don't have to intellectualize it. We don't. We don't do that.
No, I do, cause you saw the video already. You had time. No. You had time to fucking. Oh, okay. This is what it is. I just see this for the first time right now. So of course it's gonna take me a minute and a half.
Remember my two twins were. They admitted we were right, and they lied, and they admitted they lied. Now, was the first one right? Did they not admit that we were right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you said they didn't do either of those things, right? Let's watch the second clip.
And inside of this video, you were saying something like how you got 1,000 bodies and shit. And I'm like, bruh, you is not fucking like that, my nigga. Like, why did you tap into the camera, bro?
So, here's my thing, right? Why would I lie to you?
Yeah.
What do I gain from doing that? What do I have to cap? This is my life, bro.
So, I honestly got to body count, bro. No cap. Ready for it? It's over,
I'm a fucking Sith Lord.
I'm dead ass serious. Remember, I told you, right? I told you about Barbados, right? So listen, guys, I'm gonna break it down for you, right? So do live right now. So feel the power! There's a whole culture of women coming from UK, coming from like, you know,
yeah, baby!
Yeah.
What do I gain from doing that?
You gotta motivate your team, bro.
Yeah, speaking of numbers, your body count. God damn. I saw a clip. You said it was like over 1,000.
Yeah, so back in the day, I made a point to say that because I wanted to get clicks and go a little more viral. But looking back on it, it's not the best thing you want to push out there, right? What I lie to you?
Yeah.
What do I gain from doing that? Maybe I'm leavable to you because you haven't lived my life, but like, hey man, life is great.
Just came out and basically said, yeah, you know that's it? It's just some of the Simpsons. He was never getting no 1,000 from it. Now, obviously, we all knew that. But they lied repeatedly. They lied to their fans. They lied to everybody. Why? Because they were selling Porsches. And it was like $1,000 to get this Porsche DM on demand from Walter. It basically tells you how to DM girls to get in their pants. And it's like, yeah, you don't believe me, bro? I've had $1,000. Why you keep selling this?
The only way left for the normal guy to become a high-value man, Fresh and Fit giving away their jealousy-guarded secrets for scoring 9s and 10s and more in 2021 while increasing SMV.
Fucking no one gonna teach you how to catch a 10, buddy.
Almost overnight.
If you're a fucking lonely ass guy to fall for that shit, I honestly just feel
one of the most
bad.
competitive
Like,
markets, Miami, Florida. We run a podcast helping men how to navigate the current sexual market. Our lay count is over the 3
yeah,
figures.
the whole market is just people who can't do that themselves. So like, just think about that.
Myron has triple-digit lay count and Fresh has quadruple-digit. Except for our lightning fast growth in YouTube, currently at 22K subscribers with only a few months, we've never tried to promote ourselves, self-aggrandize, and do all that chest-beating nonsense necessary to be a player in the overcrowded guru market.
I made a point to say that because I wanted to get clicks and go a little more viral.
Long story short, I'm going to give you a few cool surprises when you take advantage of the High Value Academy.
But he lied. And people really believe it. I saw nerds all over the internet message. Yo, I hang out with these guys. Look at this fucking nerd go.
Real talk, knowing Fresh, it's not 1,000, it's probably over 9,000. It's being completely honest. I've hung out with him, so yes, I believe him. Oh my God.
Just the idea that you have to lie about that, and that Myron knows it's a lie, and then he goes and lies in front of the audience. All this so they can sell stuff. It's crazy what people will do. And you know what's wild too? People will never look at this kind of stuff and see it as a big deal or very highly unethical. But the thing is, as a creator, you have so much influence over your audience. You can get them to siphon hundreds of thousands of dollars to you. You can sell them on a bunch of stuff.
You're a boss.
Drugs, gambling, whatever the fuck you want. You can even get 100 dudes, get them to fly over the world to come on a boat so they can dance in a circle with a bunch of other dudes and they're straight, supposedly. You can make men do a lot of things.
Booty queen! Booty queen! Just boys being boys! Booty queen! Booty queen! Boys! Booty queen! Just boys being boys!
The fuck am I listening to?
Booty queen! Booty queen! Just boys being boys! Booty queen! Booty queen! Boys! Booty queen! Just boys being boys!
Yeah. You ever seen a grown man's booty queen? Booty queen, booty queen. I never heard that. That's a jail anthem. That's a jail anthem. Booty queen, booty queen, booty queen, booty queen. And they use this and they lie repeatedly to their audience to sell them on shit. It's wild and nobody cares. But they'll turn around and be like, well, you know what? Yeah, man, Myron's a stand-up guy. Yeah, but you're finally lying to your audience to sell shit. It's just an interesting thing.
What was the difference? When the definition is lying to sell something, what do they call it? Scam. It's a scam.
I mean, listen, if somebody's selling banking services saying they've taken this many high-value clients on, and that's not true, that's fraud. You can go to jail for that here, or you can lose your license for your ability to be involved in banking transactions. Fraud. If someone sent me this, please stop lying. I don't know why. When I saw the get a gun buddy, that made me laugh.
He's also not super stable on his feet because he's jumping all the time. Jumping like that all the time and throwing punches like that. The person is gonna try to catch you on the up, because then you're not on your feet. And that's a knockdown right there.
That's some bullshit, bro. It was literally right on the fucking pixel picking you up. I'm not even capping.
It's just unnecessary.
Yeah, it's necessary.
And
You're gonna be able to have your feet planted.
Oh, he's not doing all that. He just hopping.
No, bro. I know, but he's just hopping. And there's some punches that he did. That's funny because that's a dance.
Is this such a victory lap on?
Besides dance like that, anyway.
How's my self-defense look?
So the thing, it's just stupid. But the thing that happens is that when you're supposed to stay solid so that when you punch, slash your fist, it goes from the ground up. So you have to pivot with your waist, but you have to push with your legs, with your feet. If you're doing that, there's no power in those punches.
Right.
You're not transferring. You're not.
What happens if you're like in a peekaboo style, right? Like you're getting up close, right?
What are you talking about, man?
Right? You're in a peekaboo style, right? And then you just
don't peekaboo. Don't peekaboo.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. I'm not sure why, but her 1-year-old baby is absolutely huge.
I've had so many people ask for a big baby update, so I thought I would do one. Here he is. What's that? That's you. This is how long he is against me.
This dog is way
How
too
did she
smart.
fit that thing out? Oh yeah, that's cool.
These construction workers.
That
wanted him
motherfucker's up to
toss
something,
over a
bro.
deer.
Nah, I got now.
That's looking pretty bad weather out there. Come on, pups. Come on, get in the house. Let's go. Come on, come on. It's getting rough out there. Get in here. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, puppies.
What the heck?
Alright, get in here.
Okay, I guess you can come too.
A bunch of dangerous chemicals mixed together in this garbage truck.
Pay attention.
Yeah, be careful. She doesn't like dogs, so she might give you a hiss. Do you even see this puppy here? Hey, look. You see? Oh, there you go.
Faye.
Hey.
Can you say hey?
Hey.
Hey?
Hey.
I guess melting ice is something you need to worry about when you live in a city.
É o tamanho desse.
Oh my god, watch
Caralho, quase.
That's gotta be a code violation, right?
Both of these cars were too stubborn to move, so they both decided to share it. After a few weeks of growing, it was time to release this butterfly to the world. This guy knows how to use his muscles,
Did he get
but
killed?
not his brain.
Did I miss that? Did he get fucking swooped already? Day 1, bro. Spawn camp. That's crazy.
A skydiver passed out, so this other skydiver came by to save his life. These people were enjoying their day at the mall when this happened. These guys found a river of rocks on a mountain. For some reason, this guy was washing his car using gasoline.
Holy gas.
Buddy, no.
Oh my gosh, welcome to Texas, y'all.
She bought some really cheap dentures online, and unfortunately she got exactly what she paid for.
This is prosperity. When she buys teeth, I'll be saying, come get them out.
Done with dentures.
I can't. That long. Hold on. Sorry. Go!
They said that they accidentally pressed down the wrong pedal.
This way!
Vai.
Pra cá, Totó, pra cá.
Mãe, tá afogando!
These people bought some Sprite at the store, but for some reason every Sprite was filled with Coca-Cola.
Sprite is pouring out. Every single one of them is pouring out.
His laptop randomly exploded and ended up burning down the entire office. He was trying so hard to balance. How did this many people park so poorly?
In parking. Not just one. Not just two. Not just three. But 5 cars.
This random dust devil broke out in Paris.
Hey, you probably won't see anything like this, brother. It's a whole hoop on my head.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That's cool too. Talking to him like a little fucking kid, showing him a trick.
These guys found an old abandoned rocket ship in the middle of the Florida Everglades.
An old NASA space rocket, 100 foot underground, from the Cold War. Look at this thing. Actual rocket, space rocket.
I guess you never know who you might cut off.
Yikes.
This biker suddenly ran into a bear.
Hey, hey. Hey! 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 Hey!
Move! Move, bro! Where you going, girl? No! Into the fucking garbage. First time I saw a dolphin. No, never mind.
She can't figure out how baskets work.
I'm so hungry, I could eat a kid.
I wish I had an explanation for you, but I have no idea how something like this even happens.
They're quitting their job anyways. Fuck.
That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Pleased to meet you.
All right, today's topic. Let's do this.
Today's topic.
All right, I've been enjoying this guy's videos. He's become one of my favorites. And I think you, as a super Negro, can greatly appreciate what I'm about to play for you right now.
Are you a virgin?
Yes,
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Why haven't you done the deed yet?
The key to a strong society is family. And so, in my view, choosing my future husband is like the most important decision I'll ever make. And I'm somebody that I know my heart, and I know that I fall really hard when I meet somebody. So I want to retain some level of objectivity when I'm selecting a future partner.
Oh, yeah, cool. Hello?
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay, tell me.
It's just because
Yes,
of the
this is you.
accountability of. I know that whenever I fall for someone, I fall for someone.
Oh, hi, Katie.
Hard, big pause. So I just need to clear my head out. That I think that was beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that objectivity that person was able to see herself, that self-awareness, that self-reflection. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
new
like,
marks.
go on.
Can
do
I
your
just
thing.
say I like that this is happening on a Red Pill channel. And to be clear, this guy's a Red
Okay,
Pill channel. He's
and
like
then,
a regular donator to all of these Red Pill
Ooh,
spaces.
pet carrier.
Because you see the comments and the
Do
comments.
you guys
are
do
crazy.
you guys like provide like
They
food
love
or
it.
anything? Is there like like a little
Now just
take
keep
home
that in
thing?
mind.
Like
And I
toys or
know that if I
anything?
had sex with them, I would be completely imprinted on them. And instead of being like, okay, is this person, do they have the qualities that I'm looking for in a husband, or am I just making it work instead of like seeing red flags and leaving?
Is there any reason why you're dressed so modestly instead of revealing like most women tend to do when they come out to Miami?
I don't have
I mean,
a
this
pet
is just
carrier,
my
but,
personal sense
I'll
of
pick one.
style. I just think it's respectful to others and to my future partner and to myself to just cover myself up more. I know that I, take care of myself. I'm pretty athletic, but I don't need to have that on display.
And then I check out the comments, and I thought it would be fun to just see what the reaction. Everyone's like, "Yo, what's her at? God bless her. She's the right kind of woman."
Yeah, for sure, for sure. No, ma'am. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12. All right, thank you. Bye. I'm picking up getting Yuri a brother tomorrow.
Nah. And a lot of people were, showing some love. And I thought it was fun. But there's an irony here, because on one hand, here she is talking about like, I'm doing this because I want to respect myself. I understand I'm someone who falls deeply in love, and so I know I won't be able to control myself and see the person objectively, whether or not they're a good partner for me. I'm like, that makes sense. Right? You're saving yourself for your future partner. You want to create families, etc., all that stuff. And then you have these people.
But as a Red Pill dude, I need to get some whores.
50 women at least.
At least.
To know whether or not I can find a good one. So you're going to go and turn these women to the exact opposite kind of women that you appreciate.
Yeah.
You're going to proliferate your shit out there. You're going to become less eligible for marriage or be able to maintain a marriage and keep a family together. And yet you're going to... It's just... That duality never ceases to fascinate me. How they, on one hand... it's like watching... How to explain this? It's like watching Monique eat a Twinkie while she telling me how great it is to be in shape every day, and then also selling courses on how to get Twinkies on sale. And it's just like, okay.
Just like an immigrant voting for Trump.
I understand. Like no shade to Monique. Shout out to Monique. She's the first name on Keenan Mind.
She's getting deported.
Yeah.
It's like an immigrant voting for Trump getting deported.
Yeah, no, because you're here advocating for something, and like you live in a lifestyle, and then also advocating a lifestyle that's completely opposite of the thing that you're saying is worth value. It's too weird. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's one of those things where I'm just like, how do you guys reconcile? And I'd love to hear from the Red Pill people how they can reconcile telling men they need to get with 50 women, or tell men they need to get laid a lot and they have to learn all this game and turn these women into whatever. But then at the same time, you have to spend all day long in comment sections like this, being like, oh my god, this girl's perfect.
It's a Clayton Bing.
Yeah.
It's a Jewish Klansman. Something that's just crazy.
Yeah, and as far as this view, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think if people want to save themselves and they hold it to them something sacred, and they feel like knowing themselves they can't, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't look at people like that and like, oh, you fucking prude or whatever. It might not be for me, but it's for other people, and that's fine. Right? And same token, she probably look at me, it's like, you're not a God-fearing man. I'm like, okay, girl, God bless you. Actually,
you're not a God-fearing man? You got that Muslim beard up there going on?
He's not even Muslim. This is not Muslim. This is, you think it's Muslim? No, they have a beard. This is not a beard.
That's a before, like you're getting it. As your fake grows.
Yes. Yep.
Most of the time you What the fuck are you talking about?
Start freaked out.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you done gossiping online for money all day?
Oh my god, no.
Okay, you guys just get up here and you just talk shit about other people, and that's how you make all your money? Are you not tired of being feminine and your feminine energy?
No.
Sassy.
Yes.
Bitch.
Yes.
Bossy. Get it.
What else?
It's not a song. I'm sassy. Bossy. I thought that's a song, no?
Hey, Raspy.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Party's down here.
Sassy.
Yeah.
Bossy. What is it? I feel like you listen to that shit. Because I've heard you listen to that, like, she got to name one of the monkey names. Nah, don't do that. Literally, her artist.
Don't do that. You're doing it with the
gorilla one. The gorilla.
Oh, Glorilla.
Okay. Bring it.
The way you said it.
Because I said about it like, well, that's not crazy.
No, the way you said it was crazy.
My bad.
The way you said it.
I know it sounded crazy. I still remember her name, but I knew like it was the name.
I don't.
Her name is Glorilla.
I understand.
How's that racist?
I understand what you mean.
Okay.
What you said was crazy.
Okay, but now that
you can say, yeah. But the premise of what you said was crazy.
I caught myself. I gave a disclaimer.
I understand.
I did.
But it's still crazy.
You know, I knew it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
my
so
girl.
the same group, no?
Yes or no?
In that same token, there's another interview.
How old are you?
20.
21.
How long you been together?
21.
He even said it like that, idiot.
21.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
9 plus 10.
21.
10 years ago.
Let's go.
How old are you?
20.
21.
How long you been together?
5 years.
How long you been together? 5 years. 7. What do you want us to say?
I'm sorry.
What do you want?
This interviewer is actually fucking stupid. I don't care what nobody says. Man's an actual idiot.
Bro, someone hit him.
Even the guy's like,
You want me to answer that question again?
God, these people are stupid.
5 years. 17.
how many kids y'all got together? 2? 5?
What the fuck is he doing?
Babe, we got 3 more kids.
Yeah, we do.
Sakura, leave the fucking game, you dumb piece of shit, bro.
Yeah.
And he asked her that question about her partner.
Yeah, she had a baby and she was like, yeah, like we good.
How long you had a man?
5 years.
And how long have you had a baby?
He's almost 2.
Was it with him or with somebody else?
Are you a cheater?
Okay.
That's what he had.
How long you had a man? 5 years. How old is the baby? 2. With him? No, the man I cheated with him. And I bring this up to say, over time, as I've watched these red pillars, you know what I've come to realize?
Worthless!
I think they're a bit socially retarded.
Yeah.
Like when I watch Myron type people, when I watch like Walter, when I watch even some of these like red pill coaches, the way that they talk to women on stage versus off stage, the way that they act in public, you realize like, oh, you guys have like an inability to understand, which is why you can see that they don't have game. Because they don't understand basic precepts of like normal interaction with people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you meet a couple, and you're like, how y'all been together? 4 years. Do you have any children? Yes, a 1-year-old. Oh, did you cheat on him to make that baby? You would never ask that. Would you ask that?
No, but the thing that happened is that they're nerds. They're nerds about cosplay. And them saying that is the same thing as whenever they talk about the red pill things, it's really the same thing as, well, I'm gonna talk to you about my level 46 warlock. Some shit that don't exist.
Yeah.
The character that they're trying to portray, okay, so this warlock is that's how they talk. They're nerds. They're cosplaying some other shit that don't exist. Yeah. And they talk and they have the same way of doing. But when you actually talk to her, you talk to them, you're like, you are not a magician. You haven't experienced none of those things.
Are you trying to say that magic isn't real? Is it just because you don't believe it, or you haven't seen evidence of it?
And then when they do that, it's like, oh, it's because he's a, how do they call it in Harry Potter? In French, they say a moldu. But the ones that are not, like, they don't practice, they don't practice.
It's okay. I think it's because your woman has whooped you in a way that you can't tell the truth. Because when you come to Miami, you see the real nature of women. It's not your fault, buddy. Now, let's continue.
And how'd you meet?
We went to school together.
So at 5 years in, why haven't you proposed to her yet?
Cause I'm 19, nigga! Shit! Sorry.
They've been together 5 years, they're like in their early 20s. If you guys want, this is like a real divorce number for you guys. Couples who get married incredibly young have like an 80 to 90% divorce rate. It's okay. Like, I'm not someone telling people to get married or not get married. I'm not like these people. But if I meet an 18-year-old couple, I'm like, take your time to get married. That's 100% advice that you can give them because it's reasonable advice and all the numbers bear that out. And it makes sense. You don't even know yourself. Some of y'all end up growing together, like preaching his girl because they met when they was teenagers, but a lot of other people don't. I think it's
bad, but it's worth it. Like, don't act like it's not. It's worth it.
Yes.
Why haven't you proposed to her yet?
Oh, my phone. Shit. I'm still a young nigga, bro.
Couldn't said it any better.
The first word in his sentence was shit, and he's not a detective on The Wire.
Bro. And the funny thing is, like, both of these, they look like they super hot. Yes. They are super hot. Yeah. And you over here like, yo, you know what? These red pillars are low-key like cock blockers.
You need to put them on.
Nah, why are you on? Why the fuck are you putting me on blast in front of my girl? You don't think we haven't heard this bullshit before? But when you get up, shut your fucking mouth. This dude cock blocking. Could you imagine with your girl you haven't popped the question in 6 years? Ain't that shit annoying? Okay.
Well, me it was like first it was a propose and everything and stuff, but with us it was like kids when we were gonna have kids and everything. And I told my mom like you can't have kids. And she's like, oh shit, my aunt.
I'm trying, boys. I'm fucking trying, dude.
Yeah, that's a mind your business. You'll know when you know. And everybody shut the fuck down, and they don't ask me for shit. So you have to shock them. You're like, oh shit, no, that's not true. But mind your business.
I did the same thing with my mom in arranged marriages. Yeah. She kept trying to introduce me to girls. She'd have like her friends come by and I hear that every time I walk in. So I knew like, oh the birds are in town. So yeah, because like when
it's a surprise meeting on top of that.
Yeah, she do.
Oh hell no!
Oh yeah, I'm embarrassed her in front of her friends.
Oh, I know you did.
I did. I embarrassed her in front of her friends.
What did you say?
Oh, I became a super Negro. I became a super Negro.
What did you do?
I was like, hey, what up, ma? She immediately, because I don't talk like that normally when I'm around. What up, ma? What's good? Hey, yo. Yo, you good? Mind you, these are ladies in their late 50s. They're confused. So I'll tell you how their hand goes up. Their hand went up like this, because normally it's like, you know, or you go.
Is he Muslim?
But generally, if it's just like, mwah, mwah. Hey, you good? I looked at my mom like, hey, good, nice, you good? Okay. I went up. I'm like, hey, you oh, what's up? You cool? Okay, I'm going upstairs.
Biting your lips and shit, looking at the girl.
Yeah, don't pull that shit with me.
I ain't mad at that.
Don't pull that shit with me. And I'd warned her. I said, don't. I will embarrass you. Don't do it. Because she'd already done it once before, and I was respectful that time.
But that's how
she tested me. I said, okay. I put a boundary. You a habitual line stepper?
I will fuck you up on your... Yeah, but that's the thing. When you set a boundary, this is a whole other video, but when you set a boundary and motherfucker cross it, oh my God, nuclear. So you just went upstairs and then that's it?
Oh, they left? My mom was super embarrassed. She never brought it up again. Ever.
You bring it up.
No, I don't even bring it up. Listen, when you win, you give the loser some grace, right? This is something you learn from war. After you defeat a nation, you don't put it over their head. They've already lost everything.
Oh, not this mission.
You saying that? Yeah. Okay, fresh and fit.
Oh, there's more for them to do.
They really beefing with fresh and fit, bro.
Are we winning? Yes. Are they shrinking? Yes. Can it be more? Absolutely. And if you agree, leave a like on this video.
I ain't trying to get married.
Edna.
We got a baby though.
I think you're in the wrong fucking
You have
lobby.
a kid together.
2.
2 kids.
Never mind on the too young thing. Because if you're too young to marry and you got 2 kids at 21, that's...
Hey, listen.
Life, though.
At least they together.
There's no fucking way, bro.
At least.
2.
2 kids.
You guys know if we start this shit, we're losing, right?
Kids managed to calm.
2 kids.
I hate this guy. He be asking the stupid questions.
So how did kids manage to come before the wedding ring?
You know, accidents happen.
Well, actually, the kids pause. Well, the kids didn't come after the wedding ring. I did.
You know, accidents happen.
So you don't believe in marriage?
Oh no, I do.
Who said that?
You did.
I didn't say I don't believe in marriage.
So you don't want to get married?
Oh my God, this guy is
he's stupid. Listen,
antagonizing.
Is it irresponsible of them to have kids outside? Sure, fine. Like some people are stronger about it. These are obviously a young couple. They've been sleeping together since they were young, and they end up having kids. Listen, at least they're together. You know, they got 2 kids. They sticking it out. Shout outs to them, because I know a lot of young couples that would have never happened. So you give them at least some credit. You know, I like all these people in their 30s and 40s in the comments being like, so you're not ready to get married, but you doing adult things. It's like, yeah, there's plenty of people. Plenty of people are not ready for marriage, but they're still doing adult things. They're paying taxes, they're going to war, they're shooting guns, they're doing a bunch of adult things. Kids, like, you know, whether you like to admit it or not, people are having sex all the time, and they doing it without condom. They don't actually understand the consequences of it, or they're not thinking about it. They act reckless. Most of us do it all the time. People do it, they put plan Bs, they put birth control, they like pull out method, whatever the fuck it is. Pretending like kids don't happen out of wedlock all the time with people much older. It's like, come on. So yeah, young people thinking that just because they've done that decision, all of a sudden they have to get married. Marriage is not just something you do, it's a lifelong commitment. Do you really think that an 18 or a 19-year-old is ready for a lifelong commitment? They don't even understand what that really means. And also, let's be honest, all these people judging it for not being married, you haven't exactly gone through the lengths of making marriage appealing to young people. Literally, I go online every day and it's just people saying marriage is fucking horrible for me. Oh, marriage is this, marriage is that. Isn't that what everyone spends time online saying?
But I ain't mad at them. You don't have to look online. Look at history. Look at how it goes down. Look at what you do. What do you mean? The richest woman in the world got rich because she got divorced. You know what I mean? Okay. You gotta give your money, you gotta give your stuff and stuff like that. They're always saying that men make one man make more. Yeah, but that's the reason why we give half a shit. You know what I mean? It doesn't look appealing. Without even doing no research, it don't look so appealing.
So I would disagree. I think when I was growing up, you had one end of the spectrum, which was all hyper romantic. It's the happily ever after, you grow old together, it's beautiful. Now it's the complete opposite. Yeah. It's always doom and gloom. But the reality is somewhere in the middle where it's like, you know what? Yes, there's the downside, but all we see now is the downside.
Because the thing that happened is that when we was growing up, when we was kids and everything, we saw the true stories of happily ever after. That's what it was saying in the stories. We didn't read the news. Now we older, we see the news. And what's in the news is a little balance of that. Like
you think it's balance?
I'm not saying balance, but it's like there's a shift. There's the other side.
Okay,
I'm not saying
okay. My bad. I understand what you're saying.
There's like the pendulum, should I say? You know what I mean? So when you're a kid, you're not watching the news. You're not in adult stuff like that. But everything that they're force feeding you, Barbie, Disney movies, Pixar movies, the happily ever after, and everything is great. You just see that. You grow up, and it's fine. It's not a problem. It's not. You don't see the opposite. So you think that it was all rose and gold, and everything was all great, and everything was glittery. You grow up, you watch the news, you just go on the internet, you just scroll your story and everything. You see another side, another story that is not just representative of what the reality is, but you see a different thing. So you might think, man, it was way better when I was growing up. No, when you was a kid, you didn't have access to all that other shit.
I mean, I think I disagree a little bit because we all grew up around parents who were divorced. So even if we didn't have it in the media, we saw it in our lives. Everyone I grew up with knows parents who were divorced. I would say over half of them grew up with parents who weren't together. So saying we didn't know the reality, we did. I saw it all the time. Literally, I would say more than half of my friends had grown up in a divorced household, and the other half was in marriage.
Right, but you had the perspective of the kid, and not after the time you heard like the financial thing that would happen between the parents, or the bullshit that was happening with the parents. Sometimes you would because of the parents were just reckless with their shit or trying to weaponize that thing with their kids and talking to the kids about grown up stuff. But most of the time you wouldn't hear about it. Yeah, your friend's parents were divorced. They were 1 week here, another week there. But to understand the financial struggle and what it entails of losing your house and losing your shit, and what you understand that way later. Not when you're a kid, not when you're growing up. So you think everything is all right until you realize you grow up and you're like, God damn, it's not cute. It's really far from the Disney movies. It's really far from all of that shit. I knew it was happening. I knew people were getting divorced, but when you get older, you understand it. When you get your first paycheck and then all them taxes are off, you understand all of that. And then you see it in a minute, you're like, God damn, okay, it's really not cute. You just really didn't understand what you
I wouldn't say it's not cute. You're saying divorce is not cute.
Divorce is not cute.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know that? But again, it's one of the things where nowadays that's all these kids see online. So these kids are growing up in this era where they have the opposite experience.
Sure.
They grow up in the era where it's just people complaining.
Yes, exactly.
And it's only that. Because at the end of the day, if you got a decent marriage, you're probably not on social media making content about it like 24/7. The way unhappy people are or the way upset people are because they have like an internal motivation to be up there complaining. So it's just one of them situations where it's like older gentlemen are getting mad at them, but how many of these older gentlemen spend any time online speaking about the positives of marriage?
Fair.
How many older women are speaking about the positive? No, because most of the people who are happy in minding their business. They with their families. They with the motherfuckers who got time to be on social media are generally the single people.
The one that are divorced.
I'm being honest with you. Like you notice that trend because like when I talk to my friends who are married or who are in like these long relationships they've been in for a long time, they don't be in these comment sections all day long like this shit. Like I ask them about their social media presence. Most of it's minimal. Now this is anecdotal, but this has been my experience. It feels like when I ask them about it, they're like, I'm not really plugged into that stuff. They don't know about the red pill stuff. They don't know about all this other shit that's happening.
No, they don't. Most of them, the people that are in real life,
yes,
they're like, what? People think like that?
Yeah.
Well, people that are online and go out on the weekends, they think like that. Oh, what?
I'll say really basic relationship stuff, and niggas online will argue like I just asked them to sell a limb.
C'est vraiment ça.
And I'm like,
c'est tellement ça.
I'm like, yo, sometimes when your girl comes to you with a problem, she just want to vent. She don't want to, yo, that's not my problem. Go see a therapist. Go talk to your friends. It's like, nigga, why are you in a relationship? Die alone. I hope you do. You sound miserable. It's like, someone says, I'm not an emotional sponge. I didn't ask you to be an emotional sponge, but if that's your friend or if that's your partner, yeah, listen to them when they're having a hard time. You're not just supposed to fix their problems. Sometimes they want to be seen or heard. Nah. And I'm like, oh my God, you niggas online just sound miserable. Like genuinely, like the more time I spend in these spaces, I'm like, y'all niggas just sound so goddamn whiny.
There's some shit I have to vent, but I only vent to my girl because that's you're up her alley. You won't listen to me to that.
If you're not your emotional sponge, go see your therapist, nigga.
Well, also I'm doing gay shit with her, so I'm
and why don't you go do some straight shit and go see a therapist?
Why would I do that?
Because she don't deserve that emotional.
I'd rather do gay shit.
I think like online specifically, I think it's become a big place for people to do like this whole like woe is me act all the time. I'm just like, is there no balance to motherfuckers? Like, yeah, okay, there's female entitlement, but like, do you guys not see that like sometimes y'all don't want to do some of the labor that's necessary? No? Y'all can't see both sides of it? It's just, oh no, modern women are the problem. It's nothing to do with modern men at all. Okay, marriage is the problem. It's not to do with how y'all talk about it or the fact that y'all don't have good examples around you. Like, I don't know. To me, it's one of them situations where I can acknowledge, like, yes, there are risks with marriage. Okay, cool. What are the upsides? Do you guys ever discuss that? No, there's never a discussion about that. The only discussion they'll have about marriage is you might lose half your shit. You might have to pay child support, or if you have a kid with them, very electric kid. So, okay, well, what are the upsides? You guys ever talk about that? Do you ever talk about the life expectancy of men who are married is like 3 times higher or twice as high than the one who aren't? Do you guys ever talk about the fact that divorced men, vast majority of them want to get remarried and they don't regret it? You guys ever talk about these actual stats that exist? No? So we're only going to talk about the stats that reinforce what you say. There's no balance to it. And that's why I realize even people who come to our channel, they come to hear what they want. That reinforces their worldview. Anything against that, oh, you simple. So, for example, when we did content and we said, yo, women be fucking up in this area, niggas like this.
Yeah.
Then you do the opposite.
Then we're simping.
Now you're simping. It's like, oh, okay, so niggas is perfect? You can't acknowledge the fact that men have some deficiencies and some of it they have to be accountable for? No. So I guess what I'm saying is when they're coming at this young man and they're being like, how can you not marry this and that shit? It's like, oh, he's 21. Y'all have never made marriage too much dealing to him.
What's easier, plan a marriage or put a dick in a bitch?
And look, I'm not saying that he shouldn't think about making that kind of commitment, but let him get there on his own time. Life came at him fast. He's not even finished college by the age that he's at. He got 2 kids and he got a full-time relationship. At 21, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I could have managed.
I'm
2 kids?
2 kids is crazy, but
been with her since he's 16?
If I got 2 kids, I'm definitely not. If I did the deed with my girl, kids, I'm not thinking about. Oh well, now I have to get married. No, and we're not in medieval times. I don't have to marry her, or else my head gonna get chopped off. You know what I mean? I don't have to do it, so I'm just gonna take care of my kids.
Also, how do you even do the whole wedding thing? Like, think about it. You probably barely making enough money with your minimum wage income at 21 or whatever you make it. How are you gonna be able to set up the marriage and do it properly and have the families come together financially?
Also, why? Take care of your kids.
Exactly.
I'd rather you stay together, you take care of your kids, than you do some dumb shit with a marriage that's gonna last one day. Take that money, put it somewhere else. Chill. Take some break. Have your parents babysit the kids, and then after that, you go and you get high. Then you get high with your kid. No, you just do your thing. Have a little moment for yourself, and go back. I'd rather you guys do that. You know, like you said, shit happen, accident happens.
I also hate
the most.
I also hate the fact that people are more focused on whether or not they're married rather than, hey, are you doing your labor every day to be a committed father and a committed partner? You know, it's more about, did you make the public vows, or are you taking the decisions every day to be good? Like, people, I just think it's interesting. It's like, have you put the ring on it? That's the question they ask, but they don't ask the other stuff.
If it's like that, then your marriage is performative. There's no reason for that. It's like, well, you should be married because it's performative. It's for y'all motherfuckers to shut up. And I would not do some shit for motherfuckers on no. Sorry.
But no. Even the people in person trying to pressure you to get married, like, you shouldn't do it for them either.
Amen.
You shouldn't do it for them either.
Amen.
I think it's such a backwards aspect of society where we're always focused on that. And then niggas get married, they don't do the labor that they're supposed to, and people are like, oh, it's so tragic, marriage is broken. It's like, no, y'all be pushing people to get married and not making them understand what it means. Not asking them the right questions in regards to like what they're supposed to do within that confines of that marriage. So that's just also another aspect of it that's super backwards to me. Everything is about the title. I'm not saying titles don't have meaning. I'm not saying they don't matter at all. I'm just saying it's interesting that it's just on the title and not the function of what that titles represent. Like, who cares if you call me a manager? Do I do a good job in managing other people? That's more important than whatever title I could do the job without the title. So titles are cool. It's fine. Ask them also about other things, but nobody does it.
Titles are cool, but you have to do the job. You have to do the job that goes with a title.
Yeah.
Or else, what you call a manager at your job that don't do a managing job? That jackass. Hell. You call him a whole bunch of names. But it's title, right? Same thing.
But anyways, this turned into an interesting discussion.
Yeah, but
I wasn't surprised. But you raised some good points about the whole divorce thing and how we treated as kids. It's true that the whole financial aspect I never thought about. But I do feel like, okay.
They're the opposite, that's for sure. Because they have access to weight.
From the kid's perspective, the financial money just doesn't matter from your time. You don't even think about that. And you don't think about it on the other side too. You don't think you're getting married on the other side. So you're not thinking about money. But the emotional toll and the aspect that it takes on people, that you see from people.
Yeah, you see that.
Yeah, you see the dark and the good. You see the good effects. You see the kids.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright? It's like, oh, my mom. You see that. That's very fair. But the financial aspect, like, when we were kids, we didn't think about, like, gold and all this other stuff.
No, but then again, even with
it was about love.
Even with the emotional stuff, you understand it's bad, but you don't have enough to understand how bad it is. I think that it's still, yeah, you can understand it's pretty bad. People, we don't like people that are sad. When you get older, you understand the why and how deep it is.
Sure, I'd agree with you. You don't understand the why, but I think you understand the depth.
Sure,
because in my experience,
I wouldn't mean to say that, but yeah.
In my experience, I feel like kids are just responsible. They think they're more than anyone who's been credit. So you know certain things not to talk about.
Sure.
You know certain things to avoid. You just kind of feel it go. But maybe I'm overestimating. There's a little bit of All right.
Hello, welcome in. Let's go ahead and start with your name.
I'm Danny.
Danny, how old are you?
39.
39, and what do you do?
I am a senior partner with Demon Tax Advisors. So I do taxes.
Okay.
Get your boatload of money every year. Fast and legal.
All right, legal is the main part. Okay, and now what are some things you like to do for fun?
You know, I like mountains and I like being outside. I like to hoop.
Okay.
But I like to read. I'm really into self-development and stuff like that.
All right. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
What? You calling it part at self-development? Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just like that. Everything they took it.
They're just listening to him.
They're just listening and they're like, yeah, no. And eventually, yeah. Okay.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Alright, I'm
I'm nervous.
Kids?
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig,
that's better than kids. But you know what? I don't disagree. I can't be talking to you. I can't be talking to you and be talking to you like that. You gonna see it. What you saying?
Sure. Okay, for you, wigs are freaking the shit out of you.
Just bad hair hygiene.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Bad hair hygiene in general. Your shit crooked or it's like right there. Yo, you have a mirror at home? Like, you see yourself like we see you?
That's how I feel about people who style their baby hair. That shit just triggers shit.
It triggers it.
Yeah, people do these fucking loops and then they paste them to their forehead. It's because like, in my opinion, I think most people just do it because they don't like the size of their foreheads. So like, if I just take this hair and then do a design, you ain't never gonna see that I got a lot of real estate. You know what I mean? That I got a whole city block up here. So that's why I think they do the baby hair.
It's really not that. It's that when you style your hair, you know, there's always gonna be this little hair that's there and that's not gonna go with anything. That's not. It don't lay flat on your head, and it don't lay flat on your head. And it's just there. So you have to kind of do something. And the gel is gonna be the only thing that's gonna do something about it. But if you have all this extra hair, you know, it's not baby hair. Is your hair is breaking.
we not gonna work out. I think that's a disorder. And then
yeah, buddy.
But
poor choice of words.
We did get a couple of pops. Let's go see why they ended up popping. Let's start here. Your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 28.
And Alicia, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I feel like there are a few things, especially as we continue talking. I am adventurous. Like I want to go skydiving. I actually just went paragliding this year, so that's something I'm interested in. I think that'd be fun with my partner. I feel you on the wig thing, but kind of like let women have women's business. Like let girls be girls. I hear you, but I don't feel you. I just thought it was like a little petty. And the "oh, you can't read" comment. Baby, I'm in college. I read. I thought that was just a little like back and forth, you know. I just didn't like all the extra commentary, little side comments.
She popped before you ever said the wig comment. Yeah, I think it's just okay to say you didn't find it attractive. I don't understand that people that pop and then retroactively use things that happened after the pop to justify why they popped. It's just one of them things.
Yeah.
So, Danny, is she someone that's your type?
She popped her balloon on me.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
But because you said no to me, I ain't like you anyway. You ugly anyway, bitch. Yeah, you used to have dreads ass, now you got short hair, nigga. Yeah. Now we can really see what your skull looks like. Alien, okay. Yeah.
Don't ever touch my face like that ever again. Say that, man.
Okay, you get mad at me like that? It's just because I'm speaking facts about your head?
I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad either.
You know.
You just mad because I don't want you. Huh?
No.
I don't want you either. I don't even know.
Why you have to say that?
Why make it clear?
You have wasn't it ever clear?
I don't know. Yeah, some days I
She cool. I ain't paragliding, skydiving, none of that. So I'll wait for you and try to catch you or something messed up. But I'm not doing that.
Yikes, bro.
So if that's something you want to do with your partner, more power to you. You know, but no, she fine.
Salty ass nigga.
Alright, well thank you. Let's go on down to our next pop. Okay, never mind, we'll stop right here. Your name and age.
I'm Daisha and I'm 29.
And Daisha, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm just a very spontaneous, adventurous person. I went skydiving in the summertime, I had a blast, so something I see with my future partner is just something that we can just be spontaneous and adventurous together. I would love to go skydiving again.
I mean, spontaneous adventures is fine. Maybe not skydiving. Like, there's a lot of things you could do for real.
No,
Bring them up, boys.
Sometimes people come on these shows and they just say things like, that's one of the dumbest reasons I've heard.
Skydiving is the thing. When you say you're adventurous, you go skydiving. You want to go skydiving?
I've been skydiving. I ain't doing it.
that's because you're not adventurous.
Saw y'all in late 30s, going into your 40s, blocking your blessings because the bitch don't want to jump out of plane with you. Like, 100%. Die alone. I hope you do. Like, genuinely.
But you know what?
Oh, fuck.
This person doesn't want to go.
Thought this dropped down.
Like, just get over yourself a little, just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like whenever they say, it's like when they say, oh, like he's good. You know, he's fine. He's intelligent. But it's the pants for me. What are we even talking about? Pants?
And here's the thing. I don't listen to what people say most of the time because what they say is a lie as to why they're not interested.
Yes.
Like, I just think a lot of these women weren't that attracted to him, and then they gave him a shot, and then they just found one thing that just kind of drove him over the edge. But that's really what this is.
100%.
Caroline, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
To be honest, I like somebody that's more like physically fit, like working out. I like the way you dress and things like that, but you know, a little bit more.
I mean, it take a little time, 2025 my year, but it's cool. I done lost like 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And then I used to be on the wrestling team. So when I really get focused, like basketball team, but I really get focused, I know how to cut weight. So 2020, I've been starting out. I ain't want to wait till New Year's.
That's fantastic. So why don't you apply for the daily show before we get there? Asking people to be like, hey, I'm gonna project myself into the future. Yeah, a bit like, but
and not even like why you have to prove yourself like, oh, you know, I can cut weight again. You are who you are. Okay. Okay. You are who you are. That's okay. And if they don't like you, then they don't like you. You don't have to be like, no, hey, I can get fit. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. You're not now. And it's okay. That stops her. You don't want that in your life. You don't like it.
Yanni, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping my balloon because at first I'd say that there wasn't initial like attraction, but then I heard your sense of humor, some of your values, and your thirst for knowledge and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool, I love his mindset. But then when I heard some of the responses back to like other people's, you know, wanting to go skydiving and stuff like that, and you're like, oh well, you can do that, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. They're expressing, you know, how that's something to do like the quality time of doing that with their partner, the experience with their partner, but still it's kind of like okay, they ain't got nothing to do with me, so it's kind of like in further arguments, if there's something that we have to compromise on, or I want to feel supported with and stuff like that, it's just kind of like, if you don't want to, then how are we gonna?
Y'all are talking like it's the only thing that they can do. That's the only thing you can do. So I'm gonna sum up one activity to everything you can do. Dude said he can do a bunch of things. You just don't want to do that one thing. And y'all be like, doesn't want to spend quality time with people. That's what you heard. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's me. Maybe.
I don't have to do what you do to support you. You understand what I'm saying? That's just, y'all just stuck in the skydiving thing. Y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like outside the skydiving, because it's like skydiving is like the #1 thing that I'm not doing. But everything else I'm open to. But I'm not just going to be like, hey, I might die, I might not. You know, yeah. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And then actually, if you listen to, it's my man's, he's a $50 billion man. He says if you want to get over your fear, that's one thing that he actually promotes, and I still wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not doing it. I just feel like I don't have no control, but you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know, if that's what y'all want to do, you know, you do a skydiving episode.
No, that's funny. You're a funny dude.
Your name is?
My name is Lunica. I'm 27.
Lunica.
Strong nose. Nah, he called it. That one got me. He said ludicrous. That was funny.
As a kid.
No.
You want to skydive too?
Nah! She said, I used to get that line as a kid. That's crazy. He just, in 2 seconds, unleashed a trauma on her. That's wild.
That's not, I don't know. You said pick up. He's not pick up. He has a quick wit. He's quick with it.
Everything you said was great. I just think you seem like a argumentative person. Even with the way she made a comment about if she was your type, and you were like, well, she popped.
I said Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think of all the things that people said against him, that's a fair. You're taking that as a joke. It didn't sound like a joke.
Fair.
And he's been defensive ever since.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm taking it lightly. Maybe I'm thinking
Stick to the left.
But look, sweetheart, it's one-on-one, individually. You can't listen to other folk and expect that to happen with us. But look, how I handle arguments is you say what you gotta say, I say what I gotta say, and once you retort from that, we make a decision. I don't argue. I think that's a soft man trait. You understand what I'm saying? Because I am solution-based. We don't argue, we look for a solution. If we can't find a solution, then maybe a solution is we can't find each other.
Okay, this is the first time. Okay, I actually don't think what he's saying is good, because not all discussions between partners is about finding a solution. Sometimes a person just venting, and they got some shit that they get off their chest, and you just trying to find a solution to everything. Ain't the way to go about it.
And I would actually say, add that oftentimes that's one of the problems that you have in a relationship, because oftentimes men are they're trying to find solutions where that's not, shut the fuck up, that's not what the person's trying to do. Yeah. The person's trying to vent, so shut up. Don't try to be like, yeah, but you have to do this. They know or they don't. It's just not the moment now. They just trying to vent. And oftentimes women, they want to vent. They want to get that shit out. So sometimes that's where it clashes.
Yeah, and I used to think that was silly for a while, but I think over the last 4 or 5 years, I realized it actually makes sense that even men look for this. Because sometimes we just want to be understood. There's no easy fix to a lot of problems in our lives. People will be like, well, you just do this. You don't think I know that? I'm just struggling, and I just want to be heard. And it almost feels as though when I'm trying to say, like, this is what's going on with me, and the person's just like, well, how do we fix it right now? It's like, well, I know it's a tough road ahead of me. I just want you to see what I'm going through and understand and see, okay, that's it. And so, obviously, this is something that I generally dealt with ladies when it comes to the solution stuff. But I realize, like, even for dudes, sometimes when they're bringing up their stuff, it's not just so like, how do we do this or how do we do that? It's like, oh, how did that make you feel? What you actually going for? And what's that like? How you taking that in? Because thinking that you can just find a solution to every problem isn't real. Maybe my mom is mad sick, and none of my other siblings want to take care of her. And I don't know what to do, and I'm struggling with it. And I'm venting because, like, yo, bro, I just took her from the old people's home because they don't want to keep her. I've been slept for 4 or 5 days, and you just over here talking about, like, bro, I know this is there's a no-win situation right now. I don't need a solution. I just need somebody to know that I'm fucking suffering because I can't talk to my mom or my family. Those are times where it's like, okay, it makes sense to just hear when the person's saying. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Was that preaching?
You were pontificating, definitely. But yeah, it ended up preaching. That's preaching.
Not preaching. Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's solution-based situation. When you listen to Elon Musk and stuff like that, when you get to a certain status, you just looking to solve problems. Bless you.
Yeah, you see, like, I'm gonna take advice from Elon Musk on relationships. Dude's got like 12 baby mamas. Half of them are upset at him and hate his guts, and he's not in any of his kids' lives for the most part. Like, I don't know, like, who are we listening to? Okay, this is something I hate personally. Sometimes people think because someone's successful, that means they're good at everything in life. Especially hyper-successful people. Oh, I wrote a book on hyper. I don't really care how this fucking weirdo motherfucker manages his personal life. I don't ever want my kids to look at me personally.
Past couple of years, there's been a lot of talk about people being high value, men being high value. They're high value. They think they're successful. Yeah, there's. I think we have to make the difference. Yep. High value and successful is one thing, and functional is another.
Functional family man.
Yes. And it's not because you're high value or you're successful in your business endeavor that you are functioning. Like you have functioning skills, or you are able to just function socially. And if we talk about a family, so the value thing is not just one thing. It's not just materialistic, but it's also being able to converse and have a relationship with someone. The relationship is not based on I have the money and you serve as my sex slave. That's really not a relationship. You have to be functioning, especially if you try to build something.
All I know is I would never catch you dead on a fresh and fit boat. You don't qualify.
Thank God.
You just don't even apply.
But why would I?
You don't want to be out here with the boys?
Dancing just with the boys?
Booty quick, boys. Oh, so you prefer doing gay shit with your wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know how I be.
Yeah, you be out there being a homosexual with your girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what you define as. Shut up, man. You talk about me doing gay shit with my wife. You do gay shit with girls dancing. Shut up.
I did. That's when I have my straight time.
But when you get to a certain status, you just looking to solve problems. I don't argue with females because at the same time, like that's a female trait.
Arguing with a female trait.
Buddy, it's fucking golden.
No, because I don't know.
This
Like I see
nigga's
dudes every day just
tweaking.
argue with other
I don't
people
know why
online.
he in the
Half of them
room's
do
talking like that.
quasi-debates
It's
and
all
just them
women,
yelling at
bro.
each other
Read
about
the
ideas and
room.
arguing.
Niggas
Is
is
debating
literate.
a female thing?
No, that's masculine.
It's like a lot of the debates are fucking pointless. Like they're not even really speaking. But guys like doing this shit. And the audience for that is 99% male. And on top of that, if you're honest about a lot of these debates, they're all fucking, most of them are dog shit.
Whenever I'm watching for the elections and all these chiefs of political parties are debating, I think to myself, bitches. It's like, no, that's not.
They're being catty. They're throwing jabs at each other.
No, they're debating. It's not.
And Taylor, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It was really just your age. Like, I'm like
At least she's honest,
12
right?
years from you, that's pushing it, and you probably are like set in your life, and I'm just now getting to the point where I'm like settling, and I don't know if that will work.
You ain't where you can know, find out. But what you mean setting your life though? What you mean?
Bro, she said 12 years is too much. Keep it pushing, boss.
That's it.
That should not even. I'm just
That's
giving
it. That's it.
I don't hear
That's it. I don't even know why you trying to.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
Daddy, is she someone that's your type?
She cool. I mean, I like somebody with a little bit more personality, you know, a little funny, somebody that can be like, man, shut up, nigga, and choke me. You know what I'm saying? She don't seem like she'll do that.
Keep it together. We on the show. Like, I'm not.
I'm not trying to choke you on the show, nigga.
I accidentally picked up this ammo box. Just someone tell me when to drop it. Just request the ammo if you need me to drop it.
Okay, I'm freaky. You know what I mean? Personality.
You a bit much. You been all over the place.
We're almost there.
I'm Ken. I'm 27.
And Ken, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Holy shit. Hold up. Let me get him with the lightning.
I like that we have a lot in common because I like to read too. But I didn't get those like butterflies like really like out on him.
What's the last book you read?
The Silent Patient.
Oh, okay.
It's
About
a thriller. I like romance. I like thrillers. I like a little bit of everything.
I done wrote 3 ones, man. Romance novels, 15 scripts.
Really?
Yeah, and all the books I read about.
So how's your sister come? Yo!
I told you she's been defensive.
Why you?
She already rejected him, and he's trying to have a full-blown conversation.
You know what? Maybe it's because okay.
I told you he's been defensive.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Even earlier, you remember you said it's a joke, but what did he say afterwards? The person who's my type is the one who's feeling me. That's what he said. So he wasn't joking. He wasn't joking when he was saying to the girl at the beginning, like, man, you popped on me. That's how he genuinely feels.
Yes.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Chi-Chi 32.
Chi-Chi.
All right, Chi-Chi.
Okay.
Chi-Chi mom.
No, Chi-Chi. Yeah.
I will say, she is gorgeous.
Yo.
She was the first one to pop.
Chi-Chi, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm gonna be nice about it. This is as nice as it's gonna get. So basically, I don't like someone who's based on like image, like he said the wig thing, but you have on a tight shirt and tight pants. So it's like if you're gonna talk on someone else's image, you should look at your own image.
I look at my image.
Now, qu'est-ce que j'ai dit quand je disais fréquentité? Hey, c'était pas le mot approprié.
But it's.
Qu'est-ce que ça me dit?
I mean, the fréquent thing.
But
the fréquent thing. Those of you who don't know, it's a Creole word.
She lit his ass on fire.
But I mean,
she not lying.
It's exactly. That's why I'm like, yes, fréquentité. But I mean, it's not even. I wouldn't even put it in the category of petty. It's warranty. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, he been playing with these ladies.
I'll allow it.
I look at my image 10 times in the back, but it's cool.
Oh, well, to each his own, like I said, but I feel like for you to be so aesthetically focused, you should also be aesthetically pleasing.
Woo!
Okay, Chi-Chi.
Yo!
Okay, Chi-Chi, do your thing.
Yo, you wanted someone to choke you? She choked you out. Chi-Chi nice.
That was all.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie. The bad weird thing is like you can't fix that.
Yes, you can. You can go to a hairstylist, gym. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Don't be walking talking about wigs and you need to go to the gym.
No, Chi-Chi got the attitude. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. She said gym.
Chi-Chi don't fuck around.
That's all I'm gonna say. No, she said gym. That's all I'm gonna say to you.
What's your diet like?
I meal prep a lot, and I'm a personal trainer as one of my entrepreneurial endeavors.
So you ain't gonna put nobody on? He gotta already come.
You ain't gonna take it to the hairstylist? She can't get a good wig? You can't pay for it?
I can pay for it.
He tried.
I tried.
You
That's
sure
what I'm
you
saying.
tried?
On my look.
You tried with one woman does not mean you get to put everybody in the category of bad wigs.
Is your wig bad?
I have locks.
So what you worried about it for?
Yo, buddy, find a solution. Stop arguing. That's woman-like.
Yeah, right.
So, what was that?
Stop arguing. That's woman-like. Try to find a solution.
Yo, you know
and the solution, is get the fuck out and shut the fuck up and move on.
You hit it. I'm gonna tell you, that's 10 out of 10.
I mean,
you hit it. What did he say about arguing?
I'm so based. I don't argue that feminine. You've been arguing.
Yeah, I'll guard you.
That's fine. He got titties, so it's appropriate. But I must say,
Okay, I lied.
ain't it true that he said, I don't argue? That's for females.
Bruh, every single one of them.
I don't even say they ask him a question. No, he's asking follow-up questions that have nothing to do. He's asking about her diet. Like, what you talking about?
That's all I'm
So you
saying.
saying I gotta be fit and swole?
Yeah, you need to be fit.
To say I don't like certain things about certain women.
Yeah, it's about somebody's appearance.
Well,
if
I'm
you're talking
seeing-
about appearance, your appearance needs to be on 100. That's all I'm saying.
March 2025, we had the same conversation.
You said March 2025. What are we then?
April.
I ain't never done this. I'm about to go look up a dude's Instagram.
Yes, you did.
Looked up a man's Instagram?
I don't.
No, I wouldn't do that shit. That shit's too straight for me. At least he looks like he found himself somebody.
That's good.
Good for him.
Live your life.
Good for him. He didn't lose that weight though. But
Live your life.
I'm only checking because he mentioned. At the end of the day, I think what she made as a critique is fair. If you want to critique other people's appearance, I'm gonna critique yours. You know what I mean, if your hair looks fucked up, you're talking about other people's hair, they can climb you on your hair. It's free game. You started this shit, don't probably want to have to me. But everything you said, facts.
Every girl.
And I'll never understand guys doing this. I understand why they do it. I just think it's so stupid. Go take your altitude pushing, man. Oh, you know, I appreciate it. Yeah, you look good. Yeah, physically you're different, my part. That's it. Oh, you know what? Not really. You're not physically my type. Moving on. Why? Oh, outfit, dress type, whatever. But all this yapping about what's your diet, I done wrote 5 books and I got 12 manuscripts and I write stuff. It's like you're trying to prove yourself to somebody who just said they don't feel strong. Like that's grade A loser behavior. Somebody says I don't like you and you're still trying to get their affection or interest. It's just why are you wasting your time?
You don't like me, you don't like me. I feel like some people, they feel like you have the right not to like me. Yeah, you have the right not to like me. It's okay. It's your right. It's a possibility. There's actually nothing I can do about it sometimes. What I represent, what I'm about, and I'm not gonna try to prove it to you. Prove to someone that don't want me, that they should want me, or that they should. Maybe it's because I was an ugly kid and like I didn't deserve it. And I understood that I didn't deserve like love from other people and that people found me attractive. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's life.
Okay.
And I just learned. Maybe I learned to accept it quickly. I was like, yeah, life. That's life, and moved on. That I'm not gonna be like, well, you don't think I'm funny? You don't think I'm
very good cohesion, guys. Holy
don't
shit!
Think I'm no,
we're locked.
Okay, then I'm not your type.
So you take rejection well?
Most of the time.
Good. I was just worried about me earlier and what I did if it would hurt you and affect you, but it looks like you're gonna be okay.
What?
I'm just, you just mad because I don't want you. If you forgot, that's even better. Anything else?
Yeah, I forgot.
All right, let's know what you guys think in the comments below.
I have no clue what you're talking about, but yeah, that's my brain.
Political call. What the fuck?
Continue with your factual.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I've been diagnosed with epilepsy.
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you had a seizure?
I have 30 employees.
Yeah, let's receive the call from this number.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can you turn the car off for me?
Sure.
Put it in park. Is it in park?
Park.
Can you shut off the car for me? Yeah, license, registration, insurance, please.
Done.
Do you know why I'm pulling you over right now?
No clue.
Huh?
No clue.
No clue? Well, because...
I thought he was wearing a banana. Oh, fuck?
Get a little more. Get a little more.
Ow!
Hang in there. Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow. What the fuck did he just do to him? What the fuck?
In 2019, I did a list of fights that...
Dude. I read that title and I was in.
Okay, I am a TikToker. I knew it. I knew I could tell. I do mostly fashion stuff, like secondhand fashion, vintage stuff, and lifestyle. What do you sell? I don't really anymore. I started like my TikTok promoting my online vintage shop, and that's how I became a TikToker. And now I just like do fashion stuff.
Do you do it full time?
Yeah.
So your revenue comes from sponsorships?
Yeah, it's like all.
Very.
I don't know, fashion makes like
I'll
no
take
money
Barry's
unless
piece.
you're a thin white woman. So, so she's a thin white woman, so.
Why did they do it like that with the crickets, nigga?
That came out of nowhere.
That came out of nowhere.
Yo, she just sniped her out of nowhere. She was like, well, this is kind of boring.
Skinny bitch. There's so many skinny women. So if you can.
Fashion makes like no money unless you're a thin white woman. So.
See what? That's what I am.
Being plus size in the social media industry is definitely been hard. There's visibly fat plus size people, and then there's people with the quintessential perfect curves. Like almost, unfortunately, how plus size are you?
How plus size are you just sounds like a funny thing. Forget plus size. You literally just take the plus symbol and just turn on a sign and just X. You multiply. That's what I would do.
If you do lifestyle but you're a small creator, you get nothing. Like they literally only gifting campaigns, and then like even then they gaslight you into feeling like you should be grateful for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But given, I'm guessing you sound like you're a very large creator, and then like I feel like I've seen your videos on my For You page, I would maybe put you first.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm also, this is like my first year doing this.
Yeah, I'd say,
we don't know anyone's
right
sizes.
here in
I
front of
don't
me.
think I make more than you.
We still have time to switch.
That's true.
Okay, so I am a plus size supermodel, so everything I do is pretty much lifestyle around that.
Really? Take lifestyle advice from someone who's at risk of heart failure and cardiac arrest. Get the fuck out. I know they're laughing at her ass right now too, bro. That they are, bro. Oh, fuck, that thing's crooked. Now whatever. I ain't putting up 50 fucking album covers again. Okay.
What does it mean to be a supermodel?
Give me 2 seconds. There's a difference between modeling, model, and supermodel. When you're modeling once in a while and you do your thing, or that's your once in a while thing. Okay, you practice that. Okay, when you're a model, that's your main income. When you're a supermodel, the way you depicted the fact that it was hard, that's not a supermodel. Supermodel work. So, supermodel are known. It's like a superstar of the model industry. You understand what I'm saying? What's her name? Ashley Graham? Whatever her name is. That's a supermodel. I could consider that. I don't know who you are, girl. That's not super.
I feel like every year the definitions for some of these words just change, to my understanding.
Every 6 months, yeah.
And I'm just like, am I behind the times?
Where do you rank? Like, what's your percentage on OnlyFans?
I'm 0.01%.
Okay, number one.
Well,
Number one.
Yeah. I mean,
where do you rank? Like, what's your percentage on OnlyFans?
I'm 0.01%.
Okay.
That's Kazumi. She's fucking famous.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean,
she's a fucking porn star.
I was looking at her, I'm like, she looks like she takes all the dicks.
How many guys have you been with?
You don't know Kazumi. Yeah, there you go.
Adam 22?
Yeah, listen, I don't even want to hear what she said. I see Adam 22 and I'm like, she definitely makes money. She definitely does some foul shit too.
I used to do parties and I would get for like 50 dudes a night.
Okay, so you're on No Jump.
Did she say she was at a party she got ran through by 50 dudes?
She's
who's the 50th dude,
15
bro?
50
Oh
dudes
my
a night.
God, she's ruined.
She said 50. She said
A night. A night,
two
bro.
whole football teams.
Holy
Am I
shit.
sure? No, but it sounds good. It's 2 football teams. That's an NFL game just running through her. All them collisions down the boom boom. Hey, listen, there were a lot of touchdowns scored that day.
If it's not too,
Field goals too.
If it's not
some of that shit ended up in the stands. Let me just say, they even had a marching band run through. I'm telling you, that field was muddy by the end of the bitch.
My guy.
And it didn't rain, not water. You get what I'm trying to say? 50 dudes in one night. Woo!
But she makes money.
Yeah, she gonna sell her soul that hard. I bet she does.
So my photo is a photo of me in Vogue. So I'm.
It's a beautiful photo.
My butt's in Vogue.
Oh my days!
Okay.
Congrats on your new baby.
Insert cash or select payment type. Use PIN pad to complete transaction.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't care what nobody says. Like, a lot of popular TikTok content is cringe.
This is my dad, and this is his at-home work setup. He hates it. So today, I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna first add a custom keyboard I built for him and a mouse, and then we're gonna go ahead and give him the FOPO triple monitor laptop adapter. This is gonna turn his single laptop screen into a triple monitor adapter.
Our noses smushed
like
up
they're in their
against
own
our kissing
fucking
partner's
bubble.
face.
I never
is
got
actually
down with
opening
that
up our
TikTok
nostrils
shit.
and
Just
making their
this
pheromones
past
more
year, I
obvious
finally
to
got
us.
on
That just
Instagram.
coming from a girl with a big nose is just funny. It sounds like I gotta deal with this big nose, and I'm gonna let you know it's good for you. That's what it sounds like. Hey, listen, I've been with some beacons. You understand what I'm saying?
What?
Beacons. You can see them from the sky. Okay, God bless them. I don't care. Toucan Sam can get it too. Fruit Loops, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It just need a bit of a health tilt. That's it. You still kissing.
I got a bit of allergies. I bet you do.
You just understand there's going to be some transitions. From when you go here, you're going to have to go whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay? You're going to have to go some back and forth to get to the other side. You understand what I'm saying? You might have to do some numbing of the nose, but it's just a thing. Ain't no time I'm rubbing a girl's nose and be like, yo, hey, why could I breathe better? That don't happen. Okay? Just want to say that. But love me some big noses. Shout outs to you.
Your body will actually react to that person's pheromones and can make you more attracted to them if your body thinks they're a good biological match.
I would kiss you.
That's woke.
That good. Felt that good.
That's woke.
How many hours do you guys work?
I work every day.
A lot. Like this week, I worked like 4 18-hour days. At minimum, there's no day where I'm working like almost every single day where I'm working less than 5 hours. At least.
I'm not trying to
She's
diminish
not
what
having
you're
it.
saying. Like, it is
Yeah.
hard work. And like when she was talking about like oh, like work doesn't end, but like it's like it does. You can go get a movie and like sit in your bed and scroll emails. It's not the same as like being expected to be somewhere and like be a slave all day and be off your phone. Like you're not a person when you're at work, but like you're a person when you're doing this.
Skinny white bitch preaching. Shout out to her. She doing her thing.
Hey, yo. Hey, someone had to say it.
Is it harder than some of the other jobs I had? Hell fucking no.
God.
Do I have more flexibility? Hell fucking yes. Does it demand weird hours sometimes? Absolutely. But I would not sit here and tell, oh my God, I work like a
But you could still choose your hours, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Those hours don't have to be that weird.
And you can scale back production and still make so much more than you ever would have made anyways. I could work 3 hours a week and still make 2-3 times, okay, what I made at my previous job. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and be one of them bitches like, oh my God, influencer, like, yo, that's cringe. That's cringe.
Like it is a lot of work, and there's a lot to take care of, and there's a lot, but it's not. Do you think I want to go back? I don't want to go back.
Look,
I don't want to go back.
Any of these
I don't want to go back.
Any of these people try to sell you on like, there's downsides. Okay, cool. We can be honest about that. But
It's hard to, when you do a job like this, because at first I was like, oh, I don't actually, work that many hours. But then it's like the second I wake up, I'm checking and I'm deciding what I'm going to do that day. And the second I actually go to bed.
all the day.
It's like how do you decipher what's work and
so
what's
it's
not?
hard when you're not doing it like.
You know what? I got a hard time, man. 18 hours a day.
Is that what they claim?
That's what she claimed. She said that's what she said. Oh yeah, that's why I did 4 days of 18 hours, and I'm like,
liar, pants on super fire.
Nah, B.
They capping so hard.
4 hours.
Their idea of work.
18 hours.
This is their idea of work. They scroll some emails, reply to the stuff, browse YouTube, grab some food, go back to work, talk to some friends, go back to work, travel somewhere. All of this to them is all hard. It's not the same thing. It's not. I've seen a lot of YouTubers who claim they work hard, and I watch them. They not working hard.
I got a lot of things going on, and sometimes I can't chill, or sometimes I'm not in the mindset to respond to emails because I'm doing other shit. But yeah, nah, it's not. It's
nope.
7th spot, Teddy at 115K annually.
What?
That was a shocker.
No way.
6th spot, Haley, 125K annually.
Hey, no, hey.
You doing 4 days, 18? My girl, you need to work smarter.
No way, 120. And here's the thing: these are great incomes for the bullshit that they have to do. These are amazing incomes. But the way she was talking down on others, amazing.
6-figure club.
5th spot, Kat, 175K. 4th spot, Grace, 180K. And the 3rd spot, Josh, 275.
I love like there's guys who got businesses like running tech, creating computers, laptop screens. You got girls running clothes, fashion clothes, doing brand deals, and then the others just selling their pussy, and they making more than everybody.
Of course.
Hey, listen, the oldest profession still sometimes be looking like the most profitable.
She didn't disclose how many OF she had.
Nope.
Raya.
And think about this too. Some of y'all get mad about that. Never forget, it's dudes paying. I can never get mad at them.
I almost got this right because I really want these.
21,000 men every month have to give $20 for her to get that chair.
Nah, man. These girls are going to Dubai. It's up. You're paying the Dubai while the Dubai is home.
Kasumi's probably 7 figures.
Yeah.
Easy.
You were up here. And in the 2nd spot, Rhea, 300K. And the 1st spot, Kazumi at 3 million.
Told you. Okay, it wasn't even close. Once I see 21,000 paid.
Landslide.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
I am an anomaly and I don't represent what all sex workers make. I make a lot of money, but it is still something that you should deeply consider before getting into because it is something that holds a lot of social stigma and does make life hard if you don't like doing it.
Yeah, I just want 50 black dudes to just walk in right behind her and stand there as she gives that answer and just pause. Are you ready for this 3 million?
I just want to say that don't motivate
you gonna have to
because
pay.
I feel like
I became like comfortable with what I was doing, and like I haven't been pushing myself recently. But now I'm like, y'all are doing so well, and I'm like,
oh, Teddy gonna sell pussy now.
I'm just so inspired by how many people have seen your butthole.
I think there's an idea of what an influencer is in people's heads, and I think it's usually like a airheaded person who just takes selfies or uses a selfie stick. They don't understand, I think, maybe the nuance.
Like, I was kind of weird coming into it because I grew up really poor, and like $180,000 is like so much money to me. I would be happy making the amount of money I make right now for the rest of my life, and I feel like everyone gets into it and they're like, I have to be a millionaire and I have to like monetize every category of my life, and that's probably where it becomes like an insane job.
Facts. Grace is speaking facts.
Facts.
Hey, listen, guys. Them numbers.
Got her logic on lock.
But there you guys have it. If we were chicks and we had some titties and we open OnlyFans, probably making 10 times what I make right now.
Hi, I'm Patrick.
I'm Nicole.
Listen, I'm gonna just say this, bro.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi, I'm Drew.
I'm Julia.
What happened? What? Say it.
Sometimes you just see someone
What
like.
happened? What was
She
it? What are you
likes me
laughing at?
Just the way that she said that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hold up. When you look about 32 and you wearing
Leopard.
and the way she said that. Yeah. I love me some nigga. Boom. Hold up. Just pay attention to how she walked in.
No. Hold on. She swooped.
Yay!
Swoop it. Yeah, she swooped it.
I don't know if he rocking with that.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi, I'm Drew.
Ooh,
She didn't want to move the chairs.
She
Big
going
game. The mental thing.
Paralyze that nigga.
She swooped like that because she don't want to
button.
make noise.
If you don't press that button, buddy ain't walking again, bro. She gonna ride him like a fucking stallion. Holy shit.
I don't know if it's all that physics. To me,
Like
it
a
was just the way
jockey,
she
I
said
mean.
it
Holy
sideways.
shit.
Like you said, she swooped in, but then she also went, "How's it going?"
Yeah.
I already told you guys. Once the head tilts start coming in like this, let me know. Women only do that extra bit of head movement if they into you. Because if a woman not, she gonna stare at you deadpan. But if she doing all this extra shit, huh? You know, it's going well. $5, he's gonna hit the button again.
I'm Julia. You have a great smile.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Did you kill that leopard?
Did you?
Don't call me a poacher, but I might have.
Yo,
bro.
Fuck that nigga. I would do it just for the experience, because that looks like a fun time, bro. Holy shit.
The way she going, honey, honey.
She's the biggest.
Oh, she going. And you know she know how to cook too, bro.
Tyler created one says don't trust a woman with fake leopard.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's a woman. Dude, she will take care of you, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
He wasn't feeling it.
That girl will take care of him, bro.
Whatever.
No, it's like
if she don't cheat on him, though.
Sorry.
She gonna take him, bro. Yo, she gonna take that nigga, bro.
On Bumble. Hey, yo, shout out to this woman. I actually like her.
Yeah, for real, dude. She got something, dude. I don't give a fuck if we ain't even fucking. I
didn't like her outfit.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't like this guy. How about that?
I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm not malfunctioning. I'm okay.
If hungover,
I'm okay. The only time you should be making noise like that is when you got a dick in your mouth. Let me just say that. If you just go, that's a lot. What?
Nothing.
What'd I say?
I'm not.
No, you looked at me like sus. No. You don't think I saw your little health tip? You don't think I don't know what you fucking thinking before you said it?
Get ready, boys.
When you were suspicious.
No!
All right, go ahead. Give me the look. Do it.
What looks?
Successful. Go ahead. I know, because you're gonna wait till I start talking. You will do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see the way it's
Well, arch enemy.
No, not at all.
So he literally changed it.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I saw you do it too. like, nigga, you act like I don't edit these videos. Okay, I'm gonna do the zoom in. I'm gonna do the zoom in on the face that you're gonna make.
Are we doing internet or not? Are we getting paid or not? It's called material. Goddamn, bro, are you good? I'm good.
I like your top. That's a nice plan.
Okay, well tell me about yourself. What makes you so good?
She's definitely gonna hit that button.
She's gonna buzz in.
She's definitely playing.
And the thing is, she seen motherfuckers buzz in, and she's like, oh, okay, this motherfucker buzzing motherfuckers too quick. So you think you're that hot? Alright, so what makes you think that good? That's the undertone.
I want to give a shout out to Metal Gear Solid. You know what I mean? That shit taught me about spies. It taught me about deception, and I know when someone's in disguise.
Not so much that I'm so good. I just like everybody should know what they like, and I feel like we shouldn't waste each other's time.
Okay, so what do you not like about me?
That's a very hard question. What do you not like about me? At first glance, what do you like?
Oh, glance only?
Glance only. She said, "Oh, I had a lot of shit to say about your personality, but let's talk about your fit."
The hat. What the heck is that?
It's cool. It's affordable.
The fuck out of there, Lisa. She got his ass. That dude's way over his fucking head, bro. Yes, his fucking cocky ass. What the fuck?
They put the fucking furry in.
I'm Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. So what kind of hobbies do you do?
Not you, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
You gotta actually get into the mindset of a furry to understand first.
I'm good.
You sure?
I don't want to go in the mindset of a furry.
But listen, weren't you all about that empathy?
Yeah, for human beings.
Furries are people too.
No, they're not.
They're just people in costumes. Show some love to our fellow first. Hey, to all the furry fans.
How do you show some love?
Unsubscribe.
How do you show some love? Woof.
That's a good little dog. Now be sure to like, comment.
Listen, do you? I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, it's fucking weird. So I'm gonna say, like, it's obviously not a normal thing to fucking do, dressing up like that and acting like it's normal. It's a weird thing. I would argue that it's a exercise of an anti-personality disorder, bro. To like not adhere to like that level of social norms, because that's just such a like begging for attention thing to me. Like, being gay isn't a problem, but being flamboyantly gay is, I would say, it's synonymous with being like a stereotype. You know, no one likes a fucking stereotype.
And then put a leash on the bitch and leave. Excuse me, sir, you can't do that to a person. That's my bitch. She won't do about it. She won't. That's not like a beautiful experience.
Nicole, are you not going to address the elephant in the room?
What elephant?
There. That's a guy.
I am a furry.
What is a furry?
The way that I describe it is
mental health. The way that I would describe it, mental health. Mental health. Listen, no.
You want
no. Do not put fucking otakus and them niggas in the same boat as you. No, it's not. How's the same thing? Go ahead. How's the same thing?
Motherfuckers dressing different things.
What?
I said what I said.
Go ahead.
Motherfuckers dressing different.
Want to know what the difference is? We don't fucking those things.
That's a lie.
What?
A lot of my. That's a lie.
What?
You don't fucking know things.
What do you mean?
That's a fucking lie.
No. You think motherfuckers out here putting on Naruto?
I seen your fucking Sailor Moon outfit in that. I'm just kidding.
No. Now you just started conspiracies. Niggas think I'm like Tuxedo Mask by day.
Not by night, by day, bro.
Tuxedo Black. Listen, no. It's not the same. You know, otakus, let preach know you feel disrespected. No. For being compared to a fucking furry.
They fuck you. Some of y'all, you know who y'all are. You're fucking me. Stop.
Is it a sex thing?
It is definitely not just a sex thing. If you're, it's not.
Have you had sex wearing that?
Oh, great.
I'm Nicole.
Nice to meet
Oh my God. Patrick, if you are going to go to a foreign country, learn the art of deception.
Oh my God.
You cannot sit there and let them know what you are thinking. It is written all over your face. Like you have taken a pencil and you have decided to write I wish you would press the button. Don't do it. Don't do it.
What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
I'm going to press the button.
No, that's what I thought. She's really white.
When I've come here from Africa, when they said there are white people, I did not know they meant like snow, like ghost, like a cocaine. This one is white. This one is white.
Yeah, she pale as fuck, girl. Go outside. Come on. You won't hurt you.
Patrick, why did you press me?
She was from my tag. Hi, I'm Patrick.
Patrick? Okay, I'm Jade.
Jade.
I have a question. Are you the type of person to tell someone when they have something in their teeth?
What's up, Jade?
Hey, listen, Patrick, you can't just constantly. My man, if you put water in his mouth, it would just.
Yeah, it would just dribble.
Are you the type of person to tell someone when they have something in their teeth?
Probably yes.
Yeah? You have something in your teeth?
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Yeah, can I get some help over here? I'm kind of locked. Yo, Lavrail.
Jade, why did you reject him?
I think he was very soft-spoken. I'm Jade.
Jane, I'm Joel.
Jade with a D.
Jade with a D. I love that. So tell me about yourself.
Oh, you about me. I really like to dance.
I'm gonna come over for the revive assist. Hold up. What the fuck is going on? I look away for 5 seconds.
Mental.
He's soft-spoken. She laughs like me.
I blew myself up. Too much warp.
People can't dance.
Oh, black people can't laugh.
Nice meeting you.
She's so fun. Why did you reject her?
The dance moves just weren't it for me. My name's Joel. What's your name?
Izzy.
Izzy? I love your shirt.
This show's just an exercise of who can be the most
inspiration behind it.
I thrifted it and it was cute.
Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing about people who look like they came from the thrift.
How about this? Let's read some Reddit, brother. Okay, here we go. Wait, so this isn't Am I the Asshole? This is Am I Overreacting? This is Am I Overreacting? And the user who posted this deleted their account after, which is always a really good sign. There's so many different subreddits I've never heard. Am I the overreacting guy for not wanting to drop my guy friends? For starters, me and my boyfriend are 18 and 20. He doesn't have any girlfriends. He used to at the start of our relationship, but once they went off to college, he didn't bother keeping in contact with me. This conversation about my guy friends has been brought up so many times. I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm just being an asshole for not dropping them. Am I overreacting? These are text messages. I assume the blue is the girl, this is the guy. Which one would you rather be? The girl. Why do you seem really off today? Woke up on the wrong side of bed. No, please, be serious, I'm worried. I feel agitated. How come? Because the more I think about the fact that you got guy friends, the more pissed off it makes me. There, I'm already out. Yeah, I'm already over it. We have already went over this and had this conversation. But the fact they probably just want to fuck you won't get out of my head. Sounds like a you problem, dumbass. You don't even know that. You can't assume that. Look at you. I'm lucky to even have you as a girlfriend. What is he saying? What are you saying? As girlfriend. If they don't want at you, then they haven't looked at you properly or are stupid. They're guys. They want one thing. No, that is stupid. So not all guys view girls simply for sex until it comes to your girlfriend's male friends? Don't pull that bullshit on me. You don't understand. It makes me so agitated the more I think about it. I start twitching. I don't want to share you. You're just literally tweaking. He not only woke up on the wrong side of the bed,
It's hard to pick a side on this conversation.
I'm not the only guy in the universe.
I see why she has guy friend. Just for my dog. Yikes.
Let me read that. Sweet. Stop working yourself up. I thought she was calling him Sweet Stop. Do you want me to come over? You want me to come over? What do you think? This seems, oh wait. It's okay, don't think this means I'm dropping them. I've known Michael and Bradley since childhood. Don't bother coming, I'll take you a fat nap. This guy, I hate this guy. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I hate this guy.
Yeah, this is pretty weird.
This is like a 4th grader. I mean, maybe there's more context. Maybe the guys did something that is making me feel this way, but from what I'm given, he is a dumbass.
He's just really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes off my lady, partner. Partner. He's showing you how he views other women. He's only with or friends with women he has sexual interest in. That's why he assumes that about your friends. Yeah. Fair. My abusive ex was like this. Yeah, this is all fair.
It's just so, I would hate to be in this relationship where we have to have these kinds of conversations. It's just like so annoying.
Yeah.
So draining.
We're just everybody's so worried about each other.
Yeah.
Everybody's like so insecure.
I'd rather be alone.
Me too.
Way rather.
Yeah, same. Yeah, he's a dumb, stupid idiot. 5 Reddit stars down.
1 dick down. What is that noise?
Huh?
Is that from,
Yes.
No.
It's from, it's Woody Woodpecker, but it's also mixed with the guy who...
Oh, Nardwar.
I installed a lockbox for my cheese, and now I'm creating division in the house. Am I overreacting?
Okay, so this might sound insane, but hear me out.
I, 24 male, live with 2 29
I just got here!
roommates. One of them, 29 male, is fine. The other one, 28 female, is a fridge pirate with sticky fingers and zero shame. I don't even think she likes half the stuff she steals. She just
The fuck happened, Angel?
That's funny.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The final straw was my cheese. My mother brings me cheese from my home country every time she visits. No, I can't buy it here. I had it hidden behind the milk for safekeeping, but I opened the fridge yesterday and it was gone. She said, "Oh, I didn't think it was a big deal. It's just cheese."
Have you ever said in your whole life, the final straw was my cheese? My cheese! No, it is not just cheese. That cheese was the only joy I had left this week. Damn. What the?
Holy shit, dude.
That's so bleak. This is on Good Friday. He said this on Good Friday.
Oh, that's ironic.
Yeah.
So I snapped. I went full chaos.
He joined the Chaos Army in Warhammer.
Dude, what's next?
I bought a small fridge lockbox. Yep.
Oh, yeah,
plastic
Warhammer.
safe. It goes inside the fridge.
The Chaos
Combo
Army
lock and
is
everything.
great.
Put my cheese, my fancy yogurt, my cold brew, and my chocolate in.
The
Labeled it
intricacies of
unauthorized
the Warhammer universe.
That's cringe as fuck.
Whoa.
But I like it.
I'm moving out.
She saw it and now she says I'm creating division in the house and being hostile and passive aggressive. Am I? Or is this what happens when you push a peaceful person to the brink over dairy?
Because honestly, I'm about 3 bites away from putting air tags in my hummus.
This seems like this person has a very good sense of humor.
Yeah. To be fair, I would be pissed if I had special cheese that I was like adoring.
Yeah.
And
No, I agree.
Someone was snacking on it. Michael and Clint creeping.
Wait,
on
my
fridge,
cheese!
stealing My
Fridge pirates?
my Gargonzola.
Gargonzola.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems rude as f. It seems really rude to just steal someone's cheese.
Yeah, it's definitely rude.
I don't think that's weird at all to want to have food that, especially if someone is just like eating it uncontrollably. You're creating division.
My cheese, my fancy yogurt, my cold brew, and my chocolate.
My chocolate.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I don't understand the woman's response here.
Yeah, you're creating division. I do say the unauthorized entry would be an act of war. That is like millennial awesomeness.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I just would lay off Brothers cheese.
It must be good cheese.
Yeah. What kind of cheese? He should have said what kind.
Yeah, comment down below what kind of cheese.
Yeah, what kind of cheese causes that many problems?
Yeah, Fermunda cheese.
I got lightning. I'll hold them back while you guys chop them down.
Is that what you're getting at?
No. Oh. Am I overreacting? For threatening to take my sister to court after her toddler destroyed my $2,000 gaming setup because she said I should have baby-proofed my apartment. Oh my god. Alright. Hi, Reddit. I'm 25 female and I'm honestly at my breaking point with this one. I need outside perspective because my entire family is acting like I'm Hitler for standing my ground.
So I, 25 female, already got that. I'm a student software developer and a pretty serious PC gamer in my free time. I live alone in an apartment that I've spent years making cozy and functional. I say before PC setup, triple monitors, custom mechanical keyboard, ergonomic chair, the works. Altogether, my rig is worth a bit over $2 grand to take care of it like today.
Last weekend, my older sister, 30F, asked if she could crash at my place for one night because her apartment was being fumigated and her husband was out of town. She has a 3-year-old son, Max, who, let's say, spirit. I love him, but he's a little chaos goblin. What's up with the themes of chaos for this? I hesitated, but she swore she'd keep an eye on him and that it'd just be for one night.
They show up Saturday afternoon and immediately and it's clear she wasn't kidding about Max being home. In 10 minutes of arriving, he pulled 4 books off my shelf, thrown my houseplants on the floor, and spilled juice on my area rug. I tried to stay chill. He's 3, I get it, but I asked him to keep out with a piece of my office. So please.
Yeah, no, watch your fucking kid.
Just close the door. For one. But also, yeah, this is obviously the order of the child.
They gotta go.
She rolls her eyes and goes, it's boring. It's normal. That's my mother voice.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. But she closes the office door anyway.
Let my kid break all your shit. Cut to Sunday morning and I wake up screaming. Max had apparently woke up before his mom managed to open the office door and decided my setup was a huge jungle gym.
He pulled down one of my monitors, cracked the screen, he stuck crackers in the PC tower's ventilation slots. I'm not kidding. Yanked out my keyboard's keycaps and had colored on my chair with permanent marker. The cherry on top, he poured apple juice into the tower. Into it.
I like this little explore.
This is insane. He's like Jungle Bob.
When I tell you I was silent, I mean dead silent. My sister comes in and sees the damage and just says, "Oh no," is in this incredibly flat tone, like someone knocked over a cup of coffee. I start freaking out. She had the audacity to say, "You should have baby-proofed the room." It was that important.
That's insane. You should box up your sister. I would beat my sister up.
Black and white. It's woman on woman, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
if I was a girl, I would beat my sister up.
What a woman. It's like nothing else we need to hear. And there's so much more.
Yeah, her mom says she's being materialistic. I filed a claim with my insurance. There's no guarantee because it's guest damage.
Block, baby.
Oh, she did say I'll take her to court for what happened.
Block.
Oh, blaming her kid for being curious, and she blocked her.
Oh, she blocked her.
Yeah, the sister blocked her because she said she was going to take her to court.
Why do you need to post on Reddit to know you? I guess like her reality is everyone around who thinks that she's a girl, so she needs to go Reddit.
Apparently, the sister's husband reached out and he's making things right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's yeah, I just couldn't even imagine that. This seems like fairy tale. Easy.
I'm blacking, man. I don't even know what to say.
You're blacking out.
What are the comments? Does anyone disagree?
Not overreacting. That kid is a menace. Do kids, is that even possible for real? That seems like an absurd amount of damage.
Yeah, where is he getting all these? He's getting access to crackers, Sharpies, juice.
Where's he getting all these ideas?
How's he getting the juice out of it?
Yeah, for real. What the fuck? He was plotting, dude. Dumps a fucking bottle in your goddamn shit, dude. I'm boxing the kid.
Right,
dude, I'm going to Walmart. I'm buying some gloves so I can beat the fuck out of my nephew, and then I'm gonna make his parents pay for the fucking laptop, bro. I swear, man, that's fucked. What the hell?
Not overreacting. Yeah, this is probably the most predictable Reddit I've ever been on.
Am I overreacting? Criminal broke into my house and shot me in the head. Leaving me permanently deranged.
I'm suing them in court, but considering dropping it.
What do you guys think?
Am I the asshole for walking out of my boyfriend's game night? That could be okay.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, that one seems interesting.
How long is it?
Not long. Pretty short. It's black man. Go ahead.
I, 20-year-old female, went to my boyfriend, 23-year-old male's game night, trying to meet all his close friends. I've heard about them for months, so I was kind of excited, but also nervous. I don't hang with guys, but like that usually, but I wanted to make a good impression.
It started off okay. They offered me a drink. We all sat around joking. I think one of them made a comment like, and everyone laughed. I brushed it off, but then it just kept going.
Another guy said something like, "Your girl walks in here and now I can't even focus on my cards." And someone else joked, "If she keeps smiling like that, I'm gonna fold without even playing." They were trying to be funny, but it just felt icky. My boyfriend laughed too, didn't say anything.
It got worse when one of them said something about how he must be doing something right in the bedroom, and I just froze. Like, why would you say that in front of me? It was so awkward. I felt embarrassed and uncomfortable, but my boyfriend just kept sipping his drink like nothing.
I like that. You like that? I do like that.
That's my little kind of off the cuff thing.
I waited a little longer, but I couldn't relax. They kept cracking little comments here and there. Eventually, I just got up and left. Didn't yell, didn't make a scene, just quietly left and texted me on Instagram.
I feel really bad for this.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, what are we
harassing?
If it was me and my friends, I'd be like, "Hey guys, what are we doing?
How about let's stop it?
What are we doing?" I'd say, "Hey, that's my wife."
And I'd be behind you, like that.
"Hey, that's our wife."
I like to imagine myself as like a hype guy.
Yeah,
a lot.
You're like Flavor Flav. You are.
I don't say anything of use ever. I just say things, the canned responses that people expect.
Bro, no, you're good. He got mad and said, I'm making you look bad.
Stupid dog! You make me look bad. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're not overreacting. Once again, another one. They were harassing you and your boyfriend doesn't even see it. Drop him. Find someone better.
The guys were just playing around.
Find a man who has a hype man.
Yeah.
That's a healthy relationship. Stupid dog! You make me look bad!
Christina's off camera. Christina, how would you feel if we were all hanging out and everyone just kept commenting about weird, how you look in bedroom stuff? It's just...
Yeah, it'd be super. Yeah. What? I know the love. She's never gonna be. I've never seen her.
What would you say?
I'm not gonna. What would I say?
Yeah.
Who was here? Who was in the room?
Me, Tom, and Isaiah.
I'd be like, I would be like, hey guys, can we not say something?
I'd be like, what is going on?
Yeah, I'd be so confused. I would think it's a bit that I'm not in.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. I'd just be like, let's not do that.
What are we talking about? Are you talking about, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say, yo, dog. Yo, big hoss. Shut it down.
You talking about, my wife?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'd probably just put my hand on my desk.
I do know that some young men like this think it's this whole like block and talk has no ends. You know what I mean?
Like you can just say whatever you want.
Yeah. I don't know anybody. So now we're switching over to asshole mode?
Yeah, I think we can do probably one more. This one has not enough info.
Is it good?
Am I the asshole for saying my boyfriend's friend can't visit us now that I'm pregnant?
It's my boyfriend's friend. My boyfriend is a friend who's currently doing the whole #van lifing thing and living out of his van. The past several months, the friend has been coming by our house a couple days a week. Each time he's here, he stays around 10 to 12 hours just to shower, catch up on wash, I've been unhappy with the lack of privacy and the extra work for quite a while. My boyfriend is well aware of it. They have been putting up with because the friend is done on his own.
However, now that I'm pregnant, I'm ready for the situation to end. I want to be able to lay on my couch without pants, not shove my giant tired boobs into a bra constantly, and talk about my private medical details with my partner without having to whisper about them in another room. I'm also just worn out in general, and the friend is generating so much extra work. He comes into our home after doing construction jobs and tracks in tons of dust and dirt. Every time he showers, he somehow leaves a thick coating of body hair all over the shower to clean up before I can shower again. After he uses the washing machine, there's sticks and leaves and all over the washing machine. Not only does he hog the kitchen when I want to cook meals sometimes, but he also leaves all his dirty dishes for me not to deal with afterwards. Ideally, I have my boyfriend deal with the extra work since he's the one inviting the dude over. With his busier work schedule, most of the household work falls to me.
So to me, it's a no-brainer that the friend finds somewhere else to be for a couple months to give him some privacy and break from him. However, when my boyfriend had told him it was time to set a boundary with the friend, he told me it was, first of all, a very awkward and weird thing to ask his friend. And secondly, a cruel and insensitive thing for me to request. He's willing to do so for me, but at the same time, he's making it very clear he thinks I'm a monster when asking me to do this. Is it actually reasonable for him to quote a no visitor rule in place for him? Well, yeah, a no visitor rule is unreasonable, but a no messy, sand, stick and dickhead rule is something.
Yeah, I would say that's not an asshole thing to suggest at all.
Nobody would let that happen. Reddit is insane. Nobody would do it.
Yeah, if my pregnant girlfriend was like, hey, can we like not have, let's just say Michael.
Can we have the Tasmanian devil over?
Just say if I know someone who's just like so out of the ordinary. I mean, even if it was someone I knew, I would be like, if you want to be, to walk around naked or let your tits flop.
Yeah.
And you're pregnant, of course. Without all these other valid reasons.
Yeah. You have the one ring in your belly.
Exactly.
It must protect you.
Yeah, but the Tasmanian devil thing, that is a lot of extra reasons that don't even need to be mentioned, I feel like.
Yeah, dude, we hang out all the time. If I started coming into the garage and tracking in sand and sticks and shit, and Christina was like, it's just this. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Who are
How does this need more info?
I need to see the photo of the face of the person that's posting this.
Move out. You deserve to live in peace.
That's not good.
That seems extreme.
That's bad advice. Don't move out.
That seems like another load of stress.
That's like having a conversation. Part of van life is being able to do everything you normally do with in the day.
So he isn't even van lifing it, he's just fucking blind.
He's living in your fucking house. He's just living in the parking lot and coming in and
leaving sticks and leaves and dirt and sand.
Where's he getting all this sand?
He's a dark agent.
I just wonder if some of this stuff is real. It seems every day he's going into the wood and the beach. Every day.
He's just covered in shit. Slings everything, little sticks are everywhere. Yeah.
And he's in the kitchen, just hogging the kitchen.
Yeah, I just can't see a world in which, A, you would call your wife, your pregnant wife, or girlfriend, or whatever, a monster.
Yeah, what is that?
For that. You beast! Alright. Anyways, thanks for watching. That was a really good one. Wasn't it, Brandon?
I feel sick. My brain's scrambled eggs.
You're blacked out.
Yeah, I'm blacking right now.
Are you a dark agent of chaos?
I'm gonna go home and do dark chaos.
Agent Protocol engaged!
Is that what you did in your recent video?
Fentanyl one? What is dark chaos in Chicago?
Okay, yeah.
In O-Block.
In O-Block. Dark chaos in O-Block.
I feel ashamed.
I did all I fucking could, bro. I did all I fucking could. I mean...
I'm getting hat made. Wow. Yeah, what up, big dog? Look at that. Yeah. Embroidery.
Embroider.
Finest of women's.
Yeah.
Ethically gathered.
No, we sourced it unethically. I asked them.
Orphans did this.
Okay, we have a racist girl on TikTok. Okay. We have a bunch of stuff we can look at here. We can react to body cam videos.
All of it looks good. Should we throw a dart at your screen? See which one we hit?
Okay, we just hit confessions. See if you guys can do an edit where we throw a dart and like you're cut on this like wide shot where you see both of us and you just have like a little shitty PNG coming towards the screen and then you like edit it in to hit the...
All right, so we're now looking at r/confessions, and the first one was
horrible.
I don't
even want to look at that.
I don't want to think about that.
So weird as
That was a violation.
That's truly a violation.
We've been violated.
Anyways, scroll down. I quit being a Muslim and left the country for my son. This is a burner account according to my wife to keep anonymous. Okay, it's a burner account. I am a 42-year-old man who was Muslim for all my life. I have one beautiful child and had one wife. 2 years ago today, my son had been showing me signs, painting his nails, talking in ways I wasn't familiar with, but he kept it quiet. He knew where we were from being gay wasn't even on the table. Where we were from, being gay wasn't even on the table. There should be a comma there. So he sat me down knowing that in our culture, being gay is grounds for exile and in some extreme cases, execution. He said, "Dad, I like other boys." Here, you want to be him?
Yeah.
Dad? Hey, Dad?
Yeah?
I like other boys.
He told me I was the first person and only person he'd ever told. That's good he has so much trust in his father.
Yeah, because he could think his dad would disown him.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if he was aware of the cultural implication.
Yeah.
I can remember how he looked at me. He looked at me with such fear it made me want to take my eyes out. Oh, that's sad. I didn't want him to ever look at me that way again.
Oh, man.
I can't say I was disappointed. I had always wanted him to carry on my beliefs in life and to have children who were also Muslim. But I knew as a father that I had an obligation. I can't say for a second that I loved Allah more than my child. I would be sinning and lying to Allah and myself. So one day within that same month, me, my wife, and my son sat down with our family and we said that we were leaving for work. We weren't. We left the country. My father was vehemently against gays, against everything my son was. So I knew that saying a word would get my baby crucified to the community. No life, no job, no happiness, so we left. We got the money, the means, and booked a one-way to Canada and have been living there since. My son is now 16 and I don't regret what me or my wife did. I love my son and he knows that. My wife hardly wears her hijab anymore and I haven't prayed to Allah since we left and may He forgive me.
This is heavy.
This is too deep.
That was heavy.
That's such a human. Yeah, I have nothing meaningful at all to add or say about that.
That's out of your
great place.
Out of all of our leagues, actually. I'm not fucking Muslim.
I wouldn't say normal, but it's accepted.
I heard it was almost a pre.
Well, this is America, though. We don't care.
Which is great.
We do both.
Justin Trudeau style.
On paper, we don't.
I've also heard that.
Which is great, and I love that. So is he not with his wife anymore?
No, he's with his wife.
So how come he said, "I have one beautiful child and had a wife"? Like, go back up. He was like, "I have this beautiful child and I had a wife. I have one beautiful child and had one wife." So does he either?
I think he's just grammatically poor. He's just grammatically poor.
He was still with the wife?
Yeah, he's super accepting, but he's really not good grammatically.
Is the wife?
The wife's still alive, yeah.
She's not beautiful?
Well, I mean, here he says had my wife, then he refers to the wife in multiple times, and even says his wife hardly wears her hijab anymore, which implies he's still with her and she's just not wearing her hijab. She's not covered up.
Should we bring our resident Muslim?
Mustafa!
You have to speak on this. Come close, though. You have to come close. Almost like you're kissing us.
Yeah, get in the middle.
In Canada.
What do you think?
So, where I'm from is Lebanon, and there's a lot of gay people.
Yeah.
It's Muslim and Christian. So, I would assume that this guy's probably from like Afghanistan, Pakistan, something like that. Where if his son was to say he's gay, shit beat out of him in school, and not get accepted by anybody. So, I mean, I agree with what he's saying, leaving his country, because some places it is dangerous, but in Islam, it's not wrong to be gay. You know, it's not against Islam to be gay, it's against Islam to act on your thoughts. Like, you can think whatever you want to think, you know, as long as you're not committing actions, you know, but he seems to have wanted to settle with a comfortable life, and I respect that greatly.
That's the same thing as Christianity, right?
Round of applause for our resident Muslim expert.
Thank you, yeah. That was a heavy one.
Yeah, that's like, I'm thrown off.
Yeah, I'm off my kilter.
Holy crap.
I'm off kilter.
These
I might
guys
need
are
to sit in your
fucking
lap.
running.
I need a new pair of britches.
I'm planning on beating the shit out of my brother. By the end of this, we have to either A, vote yay or nay to A or B. A, vote yay, B, vote nay to whether or not he should beat his brother up.
Okay.
Beat the shit out of his brother up. We have to commit to that. My brother is blessed to have 3 kids. His youngest is 9. He's been battling cancer most of his life. Unfortunately, it came back with a vengeance, and he's currently in hospice.
Dude, this is just fucking like,
deep.
What the hell?
My brother has been completely MIA. I've literally been with my nephew every day since January. Your brother's been MIA? My brother and his baby mama figured out that Uncle Bobby is handling everything so they can focus on the older kids. I get it. They're avoiding having to deal with their child dying, but they rarely visit. My brother is high on pills most of the day, and I have no idea how he's going to deal with it when his son dies. I'm infuriated that my brother isn't here. It's so f***ed up. All he says is thank you for being there with my nephew like I'm doing it for him. I don't even bother to give him updates. My nephew just sleeps a lot and probably won't make it to 8. I decided that when my nephew passes, I'm going to beat the f*** out of my brother. I'm going to beat him so badly that he will remember it. There's no way he's getting away with this. I said, yeah.
Yeah, definitely beat his ass. But if you beat him too badly, he won't remember.
And you go to jail.
There's a fine line between beating him so badly he will remember it and so badly he won't remember it.
I would say that there's a few things that really deserve an ass whooping. That is absolutely easily one of them, for sure.
What's wrong with abandoning your terminally ill child in pills? We all do that every now and then, right?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, long boy.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, that guy. So yeah, yay or nay?
Yeah, we gotta beat the shit out of Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill Cosby needs his ass whooped. Uncle Bobby too, he might catch a stray.
Yeah, we'll just chin check his jaw, see how it's landing on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Test that motherfucker.
That's also quite heavy.
Very heavy.
But easier to side with.
Yeah. My wife gave a man 10 stitches on his face alone and destroyed his life, and I have never ever been happier. What the
These
hell?
are crazy confessions. This is too long. I'm not
Mike Tyson wife.
Update, I've been letting my husband's friend feel me up for years, and I don't know why. All right, let's read
We
this.
read this.
Did we?
Or did I just read this?
I haven't read this.
Maybe I just
Go ahead, read it.
On my own. I posted this a couple of days ago and quite rightly got a lot of hate. I was adamant that I wasn't going to tell him, but I couldn't sleep last night and thought I'm starting therapy soon. It's time to clean. Spring cleaning. It's 8:30 a.m. here now, and my husband woke up at 5 this morning. I told him around 20 minutes later he didn't believe that we had never done anything under the clothes until he went through my phone and saw nothing on there apart from this account, and he reasoned why would I lie? So she's just getting groped for years. Okay.
What's that even do though?
Just to be twisted.
Just to be
just to be naughty.
Yeah, just to be naughty. This is so naughty. Yeah. But with no payoff.
Just a sin.
Just to like lightly sin. Not fully sin.
You get a big scoop of guilt right on my plate. No ejaculation, just a big scoop of guilt. He then confessed to kissing a couple of random women over the years and a bit of inappropriate texting. Neither bothered me as I didn't consider kissing or online chat cheating. That is so weird.
Kissing is absolutely cheating.
People are freaks.
What a bitch.
Can you imagine seeing me just like make out with John and think that it's okay? Because we just kissed.
Yeah. John's behind the camera, by the way.
John is real.
Hit me with the camera angle. Thank you, John. Hit him.
Yeah, J-Dub.
Cut the lights. Just kidding.
J's for John.
J's up for John.
And J's it. He rang his friend, and they had a bit of a shouting match, despite me telling him it was. That's crazy.
You've been feeling my wife's titties.
Oh yeah, but no though. It's all her.
Only you're like,
I didn't bust.
I didn't go under her shirt.
I didn't pee white.
That's insane.
I still don't know what her nipples look like.
Never seen her vagina, just touched it outside the pants.
Vagina!
She had jeans on.
I never do it when she's in yoga. I touched the seam!
Yeah, this guy, these people, I don't know. He wasn't really that bothered when we kissed and hugged, so she's kissing and hugging everybody, this woman.
I'd be bothered.
So isn't it funny that she said kissing isn't a big deal, but then when she's saying that she confessed to him, she's like, and we kissed and hugged.
Yeah.
As if that's like symbolic of it being okay.
Yeah, we kissed and hugged before we went to work. Of course you kissed and hugged.
So does
You
kissing...
fucking love that fetish shit.
Yeah.
Into that.
You fiend.
Freak.
Lip smacking
Zoidberg.
fiend. And then she just says, let's see how things go. Why would you ever post this?
Dislike. Yeah, I don't understand that. That's
What
so
are people saying?
stupid.
I'd like to see what
Let's
the people are saying.
Went as well as it could have gone.
And that gets 1.3 thousand upvotes. See, I don't fit into this world. I don't belong.
I don't belong in this world either. Especially not in this world, Reddit.
No. People are saying this is bullshit. For me, it's one of the more believable things I have read here. Relationships are complicated, and I also wouldn't break mine off for the things you both did. Okay.
I would.
Just do whatever all the time. Grab tits, grab...
It's fine. We're fine to grope someone.
Full on outer course.
Is that what that's called?
I believe so. No penetration.
How do you know that?
No penetration. Outer course.
How do you know that?
Like, we'll be having it right here. That's what that is, I think.
Okay.
Sniffing it?
Do people do that? What about soaking? What do you think about soaking the woman thing?
I went to Brigham Young University and they told me it's cap.
They say it's not real?
They say it's not real.
Well, because it makes them look bad, of course.
They said it's just people that are like rage baiting, but that are trying to go viral. They just like say we said.
Interesting. Yeah. I feel like it is real.
Is real? I believe so too. John, are we doing good? Can we get a round of applause for me and Kayla?
Yes, sir. What if the plot twist is that they've both been getting fucked up by the thing?
But I mean, he's been sticking tongue in mouth.
Yeah. Let's do all time. All time. It's like what is the most legendary? Because I've never seen this. I've never seen confessions before on Reddit. I stood by and allowed my wife to almost kill our son. I was happy she did it.
It was gonna like mess my day up reading this.
Dude, it's long. It's also
What? Yo, some shit niggas need to take. Holy
This guy sounds like he really needed this summer.
I carry a lot of guilt from it. Imagine dropping your guilt on Reddit. What kind of mind rot, idiot, dumbass you have to be.
Everyone on Reddit's always so mean to me every time I'm in a talk.
Dude, same. They hate me.
Yeah.
They hate me.
I'm dead.
I even asked for advice. Like, check this out. Anyways, let's not look at my Reddit. I just admitted to a crime on my Reddit. No. I'm 1.5 feet taller than my wife, so when I take a shower, I make sure to set the shower head as high as possible. Then when she gets in, she can't reach it to lower it. She has to call me in so I get to see her naked. She has yet to realize that setting is too high for even me.
What? That's not even a confession. Not that I can't see her naked pretty much any time, but still, it's the little things.
Well, that's a cool one now. I kind of like that. That's funny. That's a sweet confession. That's a heartfelt confession. So imagine being 1.5 feet taller than your wife, dude.
That's like bordering on liking to be dominated. I like when she comes in and masturbates me by fixing the shower head for me and I get to see her nipples. That's like mommy kink.
Mommy, fix the shower head.
Do you have a mommy kink?
No.
Why not?
Because, it's just, like, disgusting and
Because you have a... Do you think you have a good relationship or a bad relationship with your mom to have a mommy kink?
Maybe way too good that it's bad.
Yeah, I think, like, you nap and he'll, like, laugh and stuff.
When you're, like, 16.
Yeah, exactly. I know somebody who did that.
Do you know someone who's showing way too much thigh on the camera right now and you just noticed?
I know Brandon. We need to get you a prosthetic sack to just, like, hang out. And we just blur. We have a box blur on you at all times.
Ball sacking.
Exactly.
Sacking around.
Ballchinian.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole, like, you know how people be like,
Mommy.
want their girlfriend to call them daddy?
Uh-huh.
I hate that kind of a thing.
Want their girlfriend to call them daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yes, daddy. Because when a girl calls me daddy, I think daughter, and that's just...
Yeah, exactly.
It's twisted.
I prefer father.
I don't know how people get all... Yeah. I prefer commander-in-chief.
Paternal figure.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's weird.
Yeah, that is odd.
The mom, dad, step... Like the incestual things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the using the familial names to reference your significant other, I think is very... A lot of people are really into that, though. I think it's super weird.
Familial? Familial?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
But then again, I'm like purely missionary, just like as normal as it gets.
I go hands off. I have to take sleeping pills because I like to disengage.
Same, yeah. Full name, yeah. You're remote.
Yes.
You have sex remotely.
Yeah. She has to text me instructions.
We're on the same page. AirDrop.
Okay, from 7 years ago, we have this confession. Today, my next door pregnant neighbor knocked on my door. Around 7 p.m. today, I heard some knocking on my door, as we just heard the title. I opened it, and it was my next door pregnant neighbor. She was, I think, in her 7th or 8th month. She was holding a small plate in her hand. In a very shy voice, she asked me if I could give her some of whatever I was cooking because she liked the smell. I think pregnant women sometimes have strong cravings and they cannot resist. So what is she, a fucking basset hound coming up to the house?
Dixon, hit the med station.
Anyway, she was shy and apologized a lot for her request since we don't know each other. I laughed and told her it is okay. I was cooking a traditional meal for my country and the recipe has olive oil, garlic, jalapenos, and some spices. I think the smell was nice. I gave her some of my dinner, then she left. I watched her walking home like a cute little penguin who's happy with her successful little hunting. I felt really happy too for something. I don't know, dude. This is making me feel like I'm all
Yeah,
reading this.
Yeah,
because this is good.
This seems like I'm waiting for the left turn into Bizarreville. Like, what is the reason?
Yeah, why is this the
is this
most
it?
Successful post on this Reddit?
This is like an emoji.
I don't know. A pregnant woman shows up to my house and asks me what I'm cooking. I'm probably like, yeah. Excuse me. Oh.
What are you cooking? Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling it. This is freaking me up.
This seems weird.
A little penguin? He called her a little penguin.
A happy little penguin.
A cute little
successful
penguin.
with her little hunting. That seems so odd.
That's demeaning.
Yeah, that's odd.
She's a grown woman
Little
with a baby.
stupid little bitch. I gave her a little my jalapenos. Little dumb little bitch. Watch her waddle away. Waddle waddle. She's so.
And she waddled away.
She got stiff person syndrome too.
And that was her hunting on his property. On my property? Oh man.
This is the type of community I want to be pregnant in.
Dude, do you want your wife going over to the next door neighbor and like knocking on the door for food scraps?
That seems weird.
I would be like, is your husband not feeding you?
Yeah. Like, what's wrong with you? You don't have food? You need help other than that? This seems like there's some kind of other story here. I feel like.
Yeah.
Is this real?
And of course the account is deleted, probably because he kidnapped her just a few months later.
Yeah, and not only this, but confess your secrets. The whole Reddit is on the right side. You can see it there. Get that nasty secret off your like. This seems so odd.
Yeah. How is this even a secret? I mean,
my confession is that someone asked me for food one day.
And they were pregnant, and I called them a penguin.
This is so strange.
Yeah. People love it. What kind of person do you have to be to like make successful Reddit? This is one I'm into. I hired an escort for my brother with Down syndrome last month. Yeah. you want to go half and half on this one? Let's split paragraphs. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll do title first paragraph, and then we'll go on. I hired an escort for my brother with Down syndrome last month. I don't regret it, and he still smiles about it.
Yeah, I'm smiling about it right now.
I'm 30 and my little brother is 24. He's honestly the best brother I could have asked for. I still remember the day he was born and holding my newborn baby brother when I was a kid. It's amazing. As we grew up, I always knew he was different, but he's my brother and I love him and I wouldn't change him. He's honestly one of the best friends and brother, and having a brother with Down syndrome, especially one like him, has made me a better person.
Hell yeah, I'm all in. I'm happy.
There's a health back on
Last
you
month,
on
my parents went out of town for a few days and they asked if I'd stay with my brother and take care of the house. While he might have Down syndrome, he's not entirely helpless. He just can't really be on his own like that. So of course I agreed and bought my PS5 over and some games, snacks, and beer. Just getting hammered with his
Sir!
Yeah. I called out of work for a few days and figured we'd have some fun, just like when we were kids.
Dude, that's awesome!
This is 10 out of 10 so far.
We were having a great time and we were talking the first day while taking turns playing Elden Ring, and my bro started the game and got to the part where the guy calls you maidenless. And I said something like, ooh, he called you maidenless, bro, damn. And my brother got super sad looking and I asked him what was wrong and he said, I am maidenless. I'll never have a girlfriend.
That's so sad.
That's so fucked up.
That is so sad.
So we talked about that for a bit, and he was actually feeling really depressed because he'd never had a girlfriend and didn't think he ever would. We kind of talked it out, and he was really sad, and I decided, f it, we can find him a girl.
Yes, we can.
Dude, I love this.
Yeah, dude.
This is light. This is the opposite of all the other ones we've read.
Yeah, this is great. This is filling me up.
Yeah.
Hey, Addy, we get it. You're the Emperor's chosen, but get the fuck in the elevator.
Actually, super sweet, understanding about the situation. She said she'd be glad to show my brother a good time for her usual rate. She had a cousin with Down, so she was very sympathetic. Gang.
I told my brother I'd pay a girl to come over and show him some fun on the condition that our parents will die without knowing. I hired a prostitute to come to their house. He agreed.
So I made plans for her to come over, got my brother shaved and showered for his date.
Whoa.
That's kind of crazy. Shaved your going up, dude? She showed up dressed up super nice. She was also super hot. I'm no chef, but I had picked up some food from Olive Garden for her. She was a genuinely nice person and was really good with him, and I just left them to do their thing while I played my PlayStation in the living room. Eventually they passed by, going upstairs to his room. I put my headphones on and kept playing.
Dude, Eventually, they came back down and both had big smiles on their faces. She hung out with us for a bit, and then it was her time to go. I handed her cash plus some extra as a bonus. She said my brother was a sweetheart, and then I had a good brother to do something. And then I was a good brother to do something like that for him, and that she had a good time, and she handed me half the cash back.
Whoa! So
That's
she sounds like
amazing.
a great lady. Eventually, my parents came back and thankfully are none the wiser as my mother, especially, would probably tell me. My brother is super appreciative and said it was the most fun thing I ever have. I have no regrets.
Dude, 3 consenting adults. What the? This is incredible.
That's the best story I've read.
This is not a nasty secret. This is a lifetime. This is a new Disney movie.
He changed his brother's life forever.
That makes me feel so good.
We should normalize doing nice things for your brothers.
Like shave their pubes and get their wiener in some hole.
Oh man. Yeah.
So this makes me think that sex work should be legal and porn should be illegal. Because imagine that Down syndrome guy is just wanking his little pecker to porn all day. It's horrible.
It's bad for your brain.
Ruin his life.
There's no real payoff.
And he'll be maidenless.
It's very addictive.
But you have, a nice woman of the night come over, a lady of ill repute, not to be rude.
It's just a colloquialism.
It's colloquialism.
Yeah, you didn't make that name.
And now all of a sudden he's not maidenless.
Exactly.
Closer with his brother.
And she had a great time.
Who's unhappy?
Nobody. Nobody loses.
Made me happy.
Nobody loses.
I'm surprised Reddit like this.
Me too. With 20,000 upvotes too. I took my brother with Downs to a strip joint for his birthday. Dropped $500 on him for This is a thing that happens a lot. Oh my God, the girls were super kind. He still talks about it. And this was 15 years ago. I'm taking him again on his 50th birthday in August.
Is this ethical pimping?
Dude, this is
I would argue it's necessity
just
pimping.
discovered a new meta.
A new niche.
Yeah, epic big bro shit there.
Champ mode. That really is cool. Because I feel like your dad can't do that for you.
We need to get out of this corner. He's gonna throw another grenade.
I know a guy who took his son to a strip club, and his son turned out like he did a lot of like weird enabling. Let's go party. Like, I'm your big brother, not your father.
Yeah.
And he ended up really bad.
He got all twisted.
Got all twisted and freaked up. Oh no. Yeah, he became a man of ill repute.
Yeah, I think it is I'm happy that the Down syndrome person had a good experience and that they were really into it. Because this could have ended up kind of crazy.
Nightmarish. Yeah. It could have been a bad scenario. But he's like, I am maidenless.
That's like the best night, dude. You're gaming with your bro, and they call you maidenless in the game, so you get, dude. And then you imagine when he got back on the game.
No longer maidenless.
He got back on the game, and they called him maidenless again. And he was like, "Yeah, right,
dude.
Yeah, eat shit.
Yeah,
I'm the maiden king." Who's this user? Who posted this? Did they deleted this?
Yeah, they're also deleted. It seems like everybody's deleted eventually. Oh no, wait. I think I'm a good brother. Whoa. You are a good brother.
Account suspended.
That's funny. I ghosted my long-term boyfriend. Got into an argument which led him to say, I could care less about you. If you died tomorrow, I would. I didn't say anything back. He just never spoke to me again. He tried to contact me several times since, but I want those to be the last words he ever said. Bitch ass bitch.
Bitch ass bitch.
You shit smell like shit. Bitch ass bitch.
You.
Get out of here then.
Yeah, get the
sexy
shit. So.
That's a good way to handle it, though.
Yeah, I would say so. If anyone said that to me, I would. They're eliminated from my mind.
Yeah, definitely. I actually broke up with a girl once and never talked to her again after the day. It was a similar thing.
What'd she say?
It was a Christmas dinner with my family in 2019. She knows who she is. She's watching this. I'm sure she is. She was talking about some like hyper political shit at my family dinner, and I was like, "Hey, can you like just please stop? It's not the time or place." Not. And she said, "You're such a miserable piece of shit." And then I was like, "What?" And she just said, "F you," right at my family dinner over like nothing. And I broke up with her right then and there, and she like cried and went home. And I was like, okay.
That's amazing. Deserved, dude.
True story.
Yeah.
Now I'm married now. With that same girl. Different girl.
Different girl.
Married to a horse.
Mayor.
Oh yeah. John Mayer.
Oh, what the fuck?
Alright, we got a couple things we can do. We can subreddits, blur images, bad tattoos, confessions, crazy videos, 1 second before disaster, am I the asshole? Let's do it, am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? Okay.
Yeah, this one's good, and I feel like since you kind of are the asshole, we'll see.
I feel like an asshole.
Yeah, we'll see what your thought is.
Yeah, I'd like to just blanketly apologize.
For what?
In general.
For what?
Everything.
Just in general?
For me.
Just a general apology? I thought you were fine. I thought you were totally fine.
You didn't think I was too rude about the service dog?
No, I don't think so. I don't really care either way. I don't really... Like Am I the asshole for leaving my date alone and drunk in a bar? Should we read that one?
Yeah.
That seems interesting. You want to go first or you want me to go?
Let's go P for P.
Am I the asshole for leaving my date
Let me know
alone
when
and
you guys
drunk in
need
a bar?
ammo. I accidentally picked up the
25
box.
male matched with a woman. 25 female. We made plans to meet for food and drinks. We agreed to Uber to the restaurant about 6:30. When I arrived, she was already at the bar drinking. We then got a table. About an hour in, she seemed a little drunk, but I didn't mind. We were having fun, but she didn't seem interested in eating. Finally, I just ordered a few appetizers because I was starving.
When the food came, she ate like 3 bites. I suggested she order something
Right
else,
by the gate, right by
but
the
she
gate.
told me she doesn't get hungry when she's drinking. She was drinking quite a lot, and eventually I noticed a slight slur in her speech. So I decided it was time to call it a night. I paid the check and offered to share an Uber with her. And
Yep, stay here. I'll
She asked me if
fucking
we could go
electrocute them
across the
whenever
street
they
to
get
another
close.
bar
I'll
for
hold
one
our
more.
ass.
I agreed because I did feel a connection.
All homo.
I made it clear that I really had to go home soon because I have work early in the morning. She agreed that we would go home after one more.
We get to the bar and she ordered a double Jack and Coke as well as a shot for each of us. After we took the shot and finished one drink each, I told her I was calling the Uber and once again offered her a ride. She tried to get me to stay for another, but I nicely declined and told her I'd like to see her again another time. I meant it.
She had a double Jack and Coke and a shot. This girl,
Is that a lot?
Yes.
What's a double Jack and Coke?
Out of two drinks in one. So she had 3 drinks at the second bar.
Interesting.
Yikes. This is when things went bad. I guess the last drink and shot really did her in because she was starting to get loud and obnoxious. I tried multiple times to nicely tell her we should leave, but she kept flirtatiously saying things like, "Are you trying to take advantage of me? I'm not that kind of girl." Whoa. Red flag. I even offered to order her own Uber home, separate from mine, but she told me she wasn't really ready to go home yet. She then told me that if I stayed for one more, she'd come back to my place with me. I said no thank you. I asked if there was anyone I could call to pick her up, but she said no. When my Uber arrived, I offered one more time to take her home, and she still refused, but this time she seemed pissed and told me to stop telling her what to do. She also called me people were starting to stare. The last thing I wanted was to make, isn't it obvious she's the asshole?
Yeah, I think so.
The last thing I wanted was to make a scene. Finally, I just walked out and left her there. By this time, it was 11 p.m., which is a little late for me because I wake up at 5 for work.
She was blowing up my phone for over an hour and cursing me out for leaving. I ended up blocking her and going to sleep. The next day I woke up to 9 messages from her on Facebook Messenger. She had found my profile and called me every name in the book because I abandoned her at a bar. I ignored the name calling and asked if she got home okay. She hasn't responded. I'm struggling a little because normally I'd never do this to a woman. I have 2 sisters and I'd hate for a guy to just leave them alone if they were that drunk, but at the same time, I don't think it's my responsibility to force her to leave. I tried multiple times, she still refused. I would say you're not the asshole. She's an adult.
What else could he have done?
I don't know. I don't know, yeah.
Because if you're verbally saying repeatedly that she should leave and she won't, you can't physically force her to leave because then you're definitely the asshole.
Then you're a kidnapper.
Yeah. And that's like, I think it's a felony to force.
Now you guys are drifting a little bit. Get back here.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
Coherency.
You're not the asshole.
She's way out of control. And you know it's wrong when someone has your phone number and they're blowing you up on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, they try to find you any way possible.
Can you imagine?
They hit you up on LinkedIn.
Yeah, just send a LinkedIn DMs, dude.
Who gets drunk on a first date? Yikes. Someone with a drinking problem.
I don't think I've ever been drunk on a first date.
Have you ever been drunk?
Never. Not 35 times on my YouTube channel.
Out of how many videos?
140. Am I the asshole for walking out of my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend turned it into her celebration? So my birthday was last weekend. I'm a 25-year-old male. I don't usually do anything big, but this year a bunch of my friends were in town and my girlfriend, 23-year-old female, offered to plan something. I was genuinely excited. She made a dinner reservation at a nice place I've been wanting to try, and she said she had a little surprise planned.
Get the door.
Squirty. The surprise is that she invited a bunch of her friends, like 6 of them. People I barely know. One of them I actively dislike because she used to hit on me when my girlfriend and I first started dating. My girlfriend brushed it off saying it would make things more fun and lively. Whatever. I tried to roll with it.
Already a nightmare birthday for me. Can you imagine?
No, I would never do that.
So this is a birthday in public with 6 strangers, one of which flirts with you in front of your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm at home.
Winning! I'm going home. I'm heading back home.
Whoops, my stomach hurts.
My belly hurts.
Yeah, whoopsies. But then at the dinner, it just got worse. She spent the entire time talking to her friends. I was seated at the far end of the table next to 2 people I'd never met. She didn't even sit next to me. When the food came, they all toasted her for organizing everything and started talking about her upcoming promotion. promotion. Her best friend gave a speech about how she deserves all the happiness in the world. Not one mention of me or my birthday, no cake, no toast, no happy birthday, nothing.
I literally just sat there while everyone gushed over her for 2 hours.
Eventually I got up, paid for my portion of the meal, said I wasn't feeling well, and left. Great.
My belly hurts.
Yep.
It works every time.
I didn't make a scene or yell, I just quietly left.
Later, she texted me saying I embarrassed her in front of her friends and ruined the night. She said she tried really hard to make it special and I was being ungrateful. A few of her friends have messaged me saying I was being immature and that it wasn't that deep.
So they're just talking so much shit behind this guy's back. That's what this really is.
Yeah, that's a bunch of catty it sounds like.
Yeah, giving him a really hard time, and that's probably why this thing was organized to begin with. Let's show Jonathan just how special you are. We'll show up for your
on his birthday.
Yeah, celebrate you. But I don't know, man. Is it crazy to think my birthday should have been at least a little bit about me? Am I the asshole?
Update, we talked. She doubled down and said the dinner wasn't just about me. It was a chance to celebrate us and her hard work planning it. She admitted she didn't invite my friends because they wouldn't vibe with her circle. Still no happy birthday, no apology, just told me I was being dramatic and should be thankful she even organized something. I guess the dinner really was all about her. So yeah, I ended things.
A final update. Well, this blew up. The post ended up with 24,000 upvotes, over 5,000 comments, even a bunch of awards. I didn't even know people still gave those out. It is sitting at the top of my asshole, or best, hot, and top. For quite a while, my phone's been melting.
So, spoiler alert, I assume people don't think that he's the asshole.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say, obviously, he's not the asshole. That is evil and bad and stupid. It's like I could understand throwing a party with and bringing like some of your friends. Like it could be cool if like me and my friends threw a birthday party for Christina, but we made it specifically about her, right?
Yeah.
It would have to be about her. Like we'd have to go over the top to make it be something, to where it's some kind of bit or something funny.
Yeah.
To where she actually feels like she's being appreciated and the way that she would deserve to be on her birthday.
But throwing a birthday party for Chris, and then it's just me, you, and Tom, and Isaiah, and we're all talking about how your channel's killing it, and she's just over in the corner. We're talking about our collabs.
That would be funny.
And then she's like, "Hey guys, I'm not feeling good," and we're like, "You're a real jerk."
And then she posts about us on Reddit, and we get lambasted by the public.
If you guys have a special event coming up, there's one way to make it special, and that's with a pack of Sour Boys.
Sour.gg, Sour.gg.
Rainbow Ultimate Edition, my personal favorite.
Sour.gg.
If you got me this for my birthday, I'd be very happy.
Sour.gg, Sour.gg.
Just one pack. Well, I'm gonna have no, I can't actually. It makes me salivate too much, and everyone's gonna be mad as I'm slurping all over the mic. What's the greatest? Can we find the greatest "Am I the Asshole" story ever? Top all time?
Sure.
Or have you done that before?
I don't think I've done that. Am I the asshole for letting you know I'm divorcing you by sending you a thread on the website that you used to ignore me?
I'm confused.
I'm really confused right now.
I'm immediately confused by that.
Okay, so let's ignore this because this is an update thing.
Magnificent
She says,
cohesion,
"Hi,
bro. I love
Stefan.
to see.
Maybe you will finally listen."
And if you're wondering if you can just speed home and stop me from doing this and leaving, it's too late. This is like a movie or something.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm sending you this after I've already loaded everything in the car and left. Don't worry. I spoke with our landlords and took my name off the lease. I've set up a direct deposit for the next month's rent, and after that, you're on your own, buddy.
Whoa. What, so he called her buddy and she's like pissed?
She's like swinging it back.
Yep. I guess you're wondering why. I'm guessing you'll act like you're completely blindsided, right? Because you've done absolutely nothing wrong and you're a great husband and father to be, aren't you?
Well, buddy, let me break it down for you in a language you understand.
I, 29, I love how we get right back into.
Dude, he must like Reddit so much that she broke up with him using Reddit.
That's insane. This is deep. I, 29 female, have been married to my husband, 35 male, for 5 years, and we've been together for nearly 10. On paper, everything seemed fine, but in reality, our marriage has been anything but. I've reached my breaking point, and I need to know I'm the one in the wrong here. I meant to say if.
From the beginning, my mother-in-law has been a nightmare. She made everything about her from day one. At our wedding, she whore white, claiming it was a family tradition. It wasn't. She constantly criticizes me, from my cooking to my appearance. I'll never forget the time she called me fat at a family gathering right in front of everyone. And what did my husband do? Nothing. Not a single word to defend me. I'd slap my mom up if she did that to Christina.
You said she whore white?
Yeah.
I love that.
What of it?
She whore white.
She whore white.
What are you whoring today? It didn't stop there. She has accidentally destroyed my belongings, including my grandmother's necklace, which she threw out because it looked cheap. I can't speak. It looked like cheap costume jewelry. She's gone out of her way to make me feel small and unwelcome in my own home, but every time I tried to talk to my husband about it, he'd brush it off, saying I was overreacting or being too emotional.
Classic men moment. And then there's my husband. He's always on Reddit, constantly giving strangers relationship advice, which is laughable considering how he treats me. He spends more time rating women's boobs on Reddit than talking to me.
No.
Literally. That's crazy. And just so you know, the last pair he rated weren't a 4 out of 10. They were a 10 out of 10. Yeah, he's got plenty of time to do that. But can't be bothered to remember anything about my life. He'll forget my birthday or anniversary, even simple things like what I'm working on or what's important to me. But he has a perfect memory for his work schedule and things that matter to him.
Yeah. Just to harken back to what we said, if you forget someone's birthday outright, that's not good. Like your
That's
girlfriend.
bad, yeah.
Definitely. When we fight, he becomes incredibly hostile and always throws in a sarcastic buddy at the end of his sentences. We knew that. Like I'm some acquaintance he can barely tolerate, and he never cleans. The house, the dishes, laundry, you name it, it's all on me. It's like he thinks being an adult is optional as long as he's got his job and his Reddit account.
Reddit? The final straw came a few weeks ago. I'm 5 months pregnant with our first child, a daughter. My mother-in-law started making comments about how she'll have to whip the girl into shape and how she'll raise her to be tough because I'm too soft. When I told my husband that I didn't want his mother to have too much influence on her daughter, especially with the way that she treats me, he just laughed it off, saying his mother means well and that I was overthinking it.
But the moment that truly broke me was when we were talking about future childcare. My husband suggested that his mother should watch our daughter while we work. I told him I wasn't comfortable with that, especially considering how his mother treats me, and he snapped. He called me paranoid and said I should get over it because his mother was going to be a big part of our daughter's life, whether I liked it or not.
This is the same woman who believes corporal punishment is okay. Does that mean...
What's corporal punishment?
Is that like when you get killed?
I don't know what that means.
Death penalty?
Is that what that is?
Corporal punishment?
I feel like that's getting killed. Corporal punishment, is that getting killed at the work, getting gunned down at the workplace? That's what I think.
That's what it is. New definition just unlocked. I've seen her hit my husband's nephew for the smallest things, and no one does anything about it. Oh, corporal punishment is in... Capital punishment is when you get killed.
Oh, they really didn't know what corporal punishment was. What the fuck?
Seems like it, yes. Severe punishment. It's like
I
they're
was
all
laughing
living in
at
some
that. They're
sort of
being
cult, and I'm
sarcastic.
finally waking up to the reality of what's going on. If he wouldn't stand up for me, how could I expect him to stand up for our child? I started to fear for what kind of environment our daughter would grow up in. A place where she might be belittled or bullied by her own grandmother with a father who wouldn't do anything to stop it.
Oh, and did I mention that he missed our first ultrasound? That's unacceptable. I'll say that.
crazy.
His mother needed him to help her with something urgent. It turned out to be fixing her Wi-Fi. Yo, I would get killed. I would get killed, dude.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. He chose that over seeing our daughter for the first time. That told me everything I needed to know about where I stand in his life.
So I packed up and left. I'm done living like this. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I've already contacted a lawyer. You can't scare me into complying anymore because I have all those texts. You know exactly which ones I'm talking about. Says Stefan. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So Stefan, or Stefan, I wish you all the best in your future marriage with your mother and the woman of Reddit whose boobs you don't even deserve.
Am I the asshole for leaving my husband after he neglected me for years, let his mother mistreat me, and made me fear for our future daughter's safety? Well, obviously not. And also, was this posted by... Okay. For some reason, I thought maybe she posted it with his account.
That would be hilarious.
That would have been crazy. Because how does she know about the boob thing? How does that work? Let's see the comments.
I guess she probably looked through his phone. Or
Stefan, buddy, please reply and tell us how much of a good boy you are. Mommy will be so proud.
Yeah, so he has just a dominant matriarch mother who's just way out of control and like controlled him his whole life.
Mommy loves him.
Yeah, mommy.
Mommy, mommy.
Does your mommy control you?
I gotta go to the bathroom. How long have we been going on? 3 hours? Fuck. That's not too bad. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna take a break from Dark Tide. Put on... What's going on? Oh shit, just finished. What the fuck? A few seconds ago, no shit. Go to the bathroom real quick and then we'll try Oblivion. I left the room. He's like,
Come back, please.
all right, let's see how this looks on my Xbox, or not on my Xbox. Oh yeah, I can continue. What the fuck? That's awesome. Tony the Tiger. Hope I'm actually gonna switch over to Twitch.